Look at the look on Stephen A. Smith's face. Horrifying. For a second, I got a YouTube notification on my phone and thought it was my own stream. And I was like, what? But no. So I think my vocal cords have mostly recovered from yesterday. Had a lot of good things to yell about yesterday. It wasn't angry yelling. It was like excited yelling. Because we're all just happy football's back. So, Broncos country. Let's run. Gotta work tomorrow 8 to 1. I will, you know how I'm supposed to have most Mondays off. The Monday after Bristol, I gotta work. So I'll have to work a Monday after NFL Sunday. But that should be the only one for a while. God, Dollar General is making me not want to go to races because it throws off my schedule and then I have to work on fucking Mondays or whatever. Because I have to miss the entire weekend. It's whatever. Happy to be here. I don't have high expectations for this game, but I had high expectations for last night and it sucked. So maybe my low expectations tonight means we'll get a good game here. I'm taking the Broncos. And if the Broncos win, the parlay is complete. Not that I'll get a lot from it. Because I picked the easiest games possible yesterday. Or the games I felt like were the easiest. Like I said, stay away from those Steelers and Falcons and Chargers bets, even though I bet against the Falcons yesterday, and they did not let me down in that regard. So, thank you, Falcons. Thank you for something, at least. What's up, Michael? Are you ready for a Monday night ass whooping? Seeing Joe and Troy on a Monday night is weird. I was like, did a time traveler, come to our timeline and bump a chair or something, and now we got Joe Buck and Troy Aikman on Monday Night Football? Yeah, let's get paid. Let's make buku bills. That reminds me, I got to stream more GTA 5 this week when I get a chance. I haven't streamed in 2 weeks because I've been motherfucking tired. Didn't sleep that great. I think I fell asleep at 1:30 last night and woke up at 8:30 today. And then I took a little hour nap in the afternoon. So I'm looking forward to going to bed after this. But I want to see a good game. Even if it's not a good game, it's fucking football. We're just happy to have football.
National Football League. All this guy has done is win. What a biggest NFL trade, Russell Wilson to the Denver Broncos. You gotta give him a win, man. Melo made it right. In his first game as a Denver Bronco, Russell Wilson returns to Seattle to take on his former team, the Seahawks. Tonight on Monday Night Football. Energy! Energy! From start to finish!
Bet 11 on the Broncos to win by 9 or more, only 30. Hey, if Denver wins, I get $20. All right, Broncos country, let's ride. Oh, shit, Michael. No, I still don't have my card, so I still got money in my cash out from last week that I haven't been able to claim yet because my card doesn't get here till tomorrow. Hey, Dylan, want to go see a movie in Greenville tomorrow night? I ain't got a ride. Yeah, we'll go see a movie. See, now I want the Broncos to win, but I want an entertaining game. Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride has been living rent-free in my head ever since I saw that corny-ass video. Russell Wilson just might be the corniest motherfucker in the NFL. By the way, my uncle just messaged me, and I almost snorted. I laughed so hard. We were talking about some of the games yesterday, and he said, Mahomes fucked the midget up yesterday. Talking about Kyler Murray. I said, yeah, they put it on him. Good return here for the Seahawks out to the 30. And here comes Geno Smith. Inexplicably, they picked Geno Smith over Drew Lock. I would have went with Drew Lock. I'm sorry. I think the upside with Drew Lock is higher, even though the mistakes are probably higher. But what the fuck, Geno Smith? Like these uniforms. There's it's a Noah Fant revenge game. We could have got Noah Fant and Drew Lock, but we're only getting Noah Fant against the Broncos. There's revenge all over this matchup. Tell me the NFL didn't rig the schedule on purpose. They totally did. And they start with a toss. And the Broncos are all over it. Is that John Lynch making the tackle? No. Love the talent in the receiving core for Seattle, but the trouble is they don't have a run game, and they don't have a quarterback that can get the ball to these receivers. And their offensive line's not very good. Seattle's just not very good, okay? Denver, though, I think they're loaded. But Denver's weakness is that they're in the toughest division in the NFL. I think the worst team in the AFC West is the Raiders, and I still see them as a playoff team. Good protection. Here's Seahawks have a 3rd and short. DK Metcalf gets his first catch of the year. I love Patrick Surtain. Dude's a stud. I'm glad Surtain only had to have 1 year of his career, 2 years of his career wasted with subpar quarterback play before Denver sorted that out. 3rd and 3. Let's ride, Broncos country. Oh, the pressure gets there, but a strike to Tyler Lockett to the 45. The Denver 45 it is. 3rd down conversion. Geno standing in there with the pressure. Bradley Chubb.
Keep an eye on Charles Cross as to how he holds up through this evening, but Geno Smith showing he's willing to hang in the pocket and take a hit to deliver.
Interesting formation here. False start. They got the false start.
Who's making the start for the injured Damian Lewis.
False start. Offense over 60. The 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Left early, so you've got rookies starting at the tackle spots. That's a rarity. You've got Damian Lewis.
I feel like it's late Sunday evening because I'm hearing Joe and Troy. Their voices are fucking with my body clock right now. Seahawks still line up in the same formation. Very. Ew, a little late, but Metcalf makes a nice catch at the 40. These receivers are making plays.
They're playing a quarters coverage to that side, inside out. Now, Pat Surtain has played off when he's been lined up across from DK Metcalf. It's really a nice throw because you've got Justin
Metcalf in front of Pat Surtain again.
So Geno Smith wants to keep
DK Metcalf's a free. Hey, it's been a bad week for good corners, like I mentioned last night. Jalen Ramsey, A.J. Terrell, Trayvon Diggs, they all got smoked. And it's going to be a 3rd and 3. Another 3rd down.
1st and 15, a gain of 4 here. And a 3rd down and short coming up. Well, this is a nice start for the Seattle offense. We were here week 2 of the preseason.
Troy Aikman sounds noticeably surprised that the Seahawks even got 1 first down. I got to admit, I'm a little surprised myself.
Like this, Shane Waldron, the offensive coordinator in his 2nd season, he's going to have an opportunity to do some different things because of the skill set.
One-on-one, Surtain Metcalf. It's a blitz. They pick it up. Geno avoids the pressure. Oh, wide open. Touchdown, Seattle. Disley. The blitz got just picked up just enough. That running back got put on his ass, and then Geno had to make the linebacker miss, duck under, throw a little layup to Will Disley. Wow.
Homer Smith comes up. He tries to pick it up. He gets steamrolled, but Geno Smith expecting to be picked up. It's not. He moves up in the pocket, keeps his eyes down the field, and finds Disley. Disley makes a nice catch coming back to a ball that's behind him. Just the threat of Geno Smith running got everybody moving up and left Disley wide open.
God damn. Then the crowd's chanting, Geno, Geno, Geno. That was a nice play. Geno looked solid on that drive. Woo!
What a start for the Seahawks. Number 7.
Disley over there wide open.
On a 6-play drive. 7-0 Seahawks.
Don't know how to feel about that one. Oh, well, at least if we don't win money, we'll be entertained, it looks like. That is more from the Seahawks on one possession than I expected from this entire game. So. I just love that we're watching a AFC West team versus an NFC West team, and the discrepancy between those two divisions is very vast. Especially if you look at how 3 of the teams played in week 1. My goodness. At least the Seahawks crowd is going to be into it now. They would have been pretty, well, they probably wouldn't have been dead, but they would have not been surprised to see their offense struggle there. Geno 4 for 4, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
Nighttime entertainment and fine dining. And so far, the nighttime entertainment here is Geno Smith going 4 for 4 for 71 yards and a touchdown on the opening drive. Yeah, talk about calming some nerves. Come out, have the...
I wonder what Peyton and Eli thought of that one. I'm watching Joe and Troy.
They wanted him coming out for the first time playing from a deficit.
They're going to run this out of the end zone. Not a wise choice. The Broncos are backed up at their own 10. And the Seahawks are fired up. And this crowd's about to be louder than it's ever been, and that's saying something. Broncos are fucking loaded. Sutton, Judy, Patrick, Russell. I think Seattle's fired the fuck up and ready to play. We'll see. Already better than that Cowboys-Bucks game, that's for sure. Russell on a little short drop. Ooh, tipped up. Jamal Adams was coming in there behind the receiver.
Second down and 10. And the numbers make Russell Wilson the best quarterback in Seattle.
It's okay. It's just going to set up for a fourth quarter comeback, and we still get paid.
But the fans aren't thinking about history right now.
Good luck communicating in that noise. Russell on a boot. Throws it short to the tight end. And he's up. Wow. What a play. Nobody over there on that side of the field. Oh, yeah, Sutton's out for the year. I forgot about that. I like Tim Patrick, though. And Jerry Jeudy, you know how good he can be. The big 25-yard play there. 26 yards, actually.
Running game off of that, the nakeds and boots. Those outside contained players have to stay home and contain.
Toss.
Devontae Williams,
Good blocking by this line.
big pickup on first down.
Ain't a 7, maybe 8.
Second year back, and Cam Fleming, who gets the surprise start at right tackle in place of Calvin.
You put a small bet on them to win by 26. I can't take any bets like that in the NFL. It's too competitive.
Down here, they get him.
Teams might get up that big, but then they get lax in garbage time and give up easy points.
They're able to get on the edge with Devontae Williams and just nobody home. Billy Turner will be the starter when healthy. Second down and 1.
Play action.
Fake it to Williams. Wilson
Lobs it up the sideline. What a catch! Russell totally overthrew that. And Beck makes a great one-handed catch. This Beck guy, who would have thought? I'm sitting here talking about Jerry Jeudy and Tim Patrick.
in for 27. Just a blown cover.
Just a great catch. Blown coverage by Seattle, but Russell missed. Receiver made him look good.
By Beck. But they clear out.
Sean McVay and Bill Belichick are going to be fighting for the rights to trade for Beck.
Beck gets in behind Jordan Brooks, and just nobody was there. They're lucky that's all the game that they got out of it. Broncos
They're at the Seattle 28.
on their active roster, and Nathaniel Hackett said you will see all 4 in this game.
Nice run here to the outside. Stiff arms Adams, first down.
And then Jamal Adams and he go face to face.
And Adams ain't happy about it.
Pick up, 11 and a first down. Got a good block from Tyree Cleveland. Well, you window dress the running game as much as you can. They bring 2 tight ends here, like you said, Joe. They motion across, they kick
Jamal
out.
Adams talks a lot of shit for a guy that almost has 0 impact on most of the games he plays.
Devontae Williams and just everybody's blocked. Right now, Denver is doing an excellent
Denver's offensive line doing a really good job.
winning.
Play action again.
Wilson keeps.
Russell, oh boy, Russell, no. Russell, yo, it's almost intercepted by Jamal Adams. Woo!
His face mask.
Hit him in the face.
Exactly what they want to do to Russell Wilson. Get him moving to his left, and he almost gave him the football. You know, you talk to a lot of coaches, and when a guy can move, they always talk about making him roll out to his left. It's a lot harder to do than what you would think, but that was a golden opportunity for Jamal Adams. I know that he's playing with broken finger and has some stuff on that left hand, makes things a little bit challenging to try to make plays on balls like that. I know they're sure happy to have him back, but good have one. Melvin Gordon in the backfield now.
False start. False start.
And that could be
Second and 15.
a false start.
False start. Offense from the 73.
Well, this game just feels like a big deal
200
for a week 1 game.
false start
It's got college bowl game vibes in here.
the last 20 seasons and a game. Coming into the season tied with Arizona, of all teams, for the most by opponents. This place is so loud, and that's the first of what figures to be a few. No doubt. And the closer you get to the end zone, the louder, obviously, it gets as you get closer to the fan base back there. Russell Wilson has used it to his advantage for all these years. Now he's experiencing what so many other quarterbacks have had to endure.
They run it on second and 15. Get about 5.
Short gain for Melvin Gordon. The
3rd and 10.
from Wisconsin actually played with Russell
Melvin
Wilson.
Gordon, the fumbler.
After Wilson moved on from NC State, a gain of 5, so a 3rd and 10 coming up. Well, this defense for Seattle last year, I mean, they had some problems. They gave up yards, but they were really
Get
good
loud. It's 3rd down.
in the red zone. Able to keep people out of the end zone. And in today's NFL, those are wins when you're just giving up 3 points. Eighth play of the drive.
Empty backfield. 3rd and 10. Nobody open downfield. He throws it short. Gordon touchdown after a gain of 6. It's 4th down.
A gain
Kick it.
Seattle goes with 3 safeties.
Denver's looking like they want to go for it.
Personnel grouping and something that Seattle fans can expect to see a lot of this year. It frees Jamal Adams up then to be more around
Here comes the
line of
kicker.
scrimmage. It was a nice job of them playing soft, force him to throw underneath, rally, and make a play on the ball. There's a quick shot of Clint Hurt, first-year defensive coordinator here with Seattle. As Brandon McManus lines up a 30-yard try.
It's good.
Broncos on the board. Seahawks keep Denver out of the end zone. Each team puts up points on their first possessions.
7-3. Whatever, Michael. We can't get our Broncos receiving core straight. Seattle's got a 7-3 lead early. Russell played it really safe there. He didn't force anything down the field. Although Russell's the best deep ball thrower in the league, he's not taking any chances at this point in the game. Not while the momentum is still up in the air. The last thing that building needs is momentum. Talking to my uncle during the commercial breaks. It's all the topping you're hearing. I was surprised. He was telling me how he watches the Dumpster Fire and whatever. What's the other podcast they have? I can't remember. And I listen to it a lot. But I can't even remember.
Stereo coverage brought to you by Goodyear. Seahawks play here, Mariners play over there. Great complex for these two professional teams downtown Seattle, and all the electricity inside here. It's a 7-3 ball game. You okay over there? You good?
Yeah, I'm doing really well. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, sure. How about you?
I'm good. I didn't know we could still figure out how to do this, but here we are. McManus will kick it away. And again, it's DJ Dallas waiting for the Seahawks. 30-yard return his first time. And he has to run to get to this ball. Did a good job just to catch it. And I think all things considered, out just across the 20, he'll take it. Well, what a path it's been for Geno Smith to get to this night. He was a second-round pick by the Jets back in 2013. He started there for a couple of years, lost his job, went across town to the Giants, the Chargers. Now, he played behind Eli Manning. He played behind Phillip Rivers.
Never forget, Eli Manning got benched for Geno Smith, but go ahead and put him in the Hall of Fame, you fucking idiots. What's up, Janet?
As you said earlier, since 2014, he's getting a start on opening night.
Yeah, all those relationships with those three.
Shockingly, it's 7-3 Seattle.
Took something away from each and every one of them, and
Noah Fant was a fantasy disappointment for me last season. Then again, look who he was playing for. The Teddy Bridgewater Broncos. Geno buying time. Across the body and dropped. Pass interference, though. You could say dropped, but there was interference there. Geno kind of threw that ball up for grabs. At least there was two green jerseys there.
Defense for the 23. Ball placement by the foul.
to Will Dissly, who has the early touchdown tonight. You see the grab of the arm.
Yeah, you're right there. You got the grab. A great throw, by the way, by Geno Smith, but all the way across the field. And then you see Rashad Penny. He was there. There was nobody around him.
Wide open, Noah Fant. Ooh, takes a shot.
Noah Fant, who came in the trade.
First down, Seattle again, and it's going to be 15 yards added on to the end of that.
It's gonna be
Broncos defense is slipping.
Broncos on the hit, a personal foul. Fant led the Broncos.
Damn, Broncos country, we're not riding.
Which is a key piece in the trade. Coming here. Here's the call.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 22. 15-yard penalty from the end of the play. First down.
It's against Kareem Jackson.
Yeah, it's a hell of a shot.
Well, sometimes you get the call, sometimes you don't. It's at the official's discretion, but that, to the letter of the rule, that's the right call. Vulnerable player, that's what they want to take out of the game, and a nice call, nicely set up by Shane Walter in the OC.
So first down at the 30, and Travis Homer carries over the right side, gets one, and we check in with Lisa.
Hey, Joe. Well, Geno Smith told us it was hard being the backup for all those years, not knowing if he was ever going to get another chance to be a starter in the league. He said the most challenging part preparing every
I'm as shocked as anybody that Geno Smith has another shot to be a starter in the league.
preparing, believing that his time would eventually come. And he knows that there were people out there who'd written him off, who may have felt like he couldn't play because he wasn't playing. But he said he kept telling himself, if I don't get another opportunity, it won't be because I wasn't working for it. He never stopped working for it.
And here he is, Lisa, 2nd and 9.
They run it again. Ooh, he pops up the middle. Down to the 16. Seahawks in the red zone again.
And he is the man now in Seattle. They gain a 15 here. They go 3 tight ends to one side. They come back to the left, opposite of that. And Rashad Penny, this is...
Seahawks are taking it to the Broncos.
last year. Here's the tight end.
Did not see this coming.
Over here.
I feel like this was the surest game of the week.
The slant to the opposite side.
Shook 2 tackles there, and
As you talk about, Joe, he's got the start at
good
the
effort.
guard.
Good individual effort. Didn't get a lot of help from his offensive line on that one.
Rashad Penny goes right through it. There's Penny again. Trying to pick his way through this Broncos defense. And first down gets 4.
Well, Rashad Penny, I mean, he's listed at 220 pounds on the roster, and he says he cut weight this year, feels that he's in the best shape of his life. And
I just saw my grandpa's watching Raw, but I don't see Rhea Ripley on the screen, so I'm not paying attention.
I don't know what the guy
If
weighs.
Rhea Ripley comes on Raw, I might leave the room.
Boy, he was really good to finish up last year. When you lose a guy like Chris Carson, they're really dependent on him.
2nd down. Good protection again. Nobody open downfield, though. More missed tackles by the Broncos. More missed tackles. That'll be 3rd and 2.
And picked up 4. 3rd down coming up.
Well, Geno Smith has just gotten into a groove. And I know
Troy Aikman just jinxed him. He's going to throw a pick or get strip sacked on this next play. Remember how I called the punt hitting the scoreboard last night in Dallas?
when you enter this ball game, he said, after his first couple years and having
Nostradamus in the house.
his main priority is just protecting the football, and that's a good reason to get along with Pete Carroll. 'Cause that's
3rd
what he
down.
emphasizes too.
Bootleg Tom. Wide open at the line to gain is Noah Fant. I think he's right on the line.
Forward progress
Looks
here.
like 1st and goal.
First down yardage right on the line. Jonas Griffin made the tackle.
They got it right there on the line. 1st down, I think.
He may have a
Got to measure that. And if you didn't get it, you just quarterback sneak it and keep rolling. You can't settle for field goals. You're the fucking underdog. You got to pile on early.
Design play, we're seeing there's a lot of
Ooh, I don't think he got it.
similarities with Nathaniel Hackett believes
That angle shows me I don't think he got it.
and we saw it when Russell was out.
But it is kind of at an angle. It's not looking straight down the line.
Geno Smith, and then they sneak Noah Fant underneath that.
I think they're going to mark it a 1st down regardless.
Wasn't utilized a lot in Denver down the field. None of their tight ends were really.
Ooh, inches.
I would have to believe that
Go for it.
It's not even much of a decision for him.
Hell yeah. Inches. Go for it.
But he's going to go for it. It appears that he will. But Noah Fant has an opportunity to be a guy who can really help this offense and maybe be that third guy. They really don't have a third receiver, an established guy, once you get beyond DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. But Noah Fant certainly can be a role or have a role.
So 4th down and inches. Penny in the huddle.
Quarterback sneak.
Bronco fans here now making a little bit of noise.
Broncos country, let's ride. Quarterback sneak. If it's not a sneak, you're an idiot. That was a horrible attempt at a quarterback sneak, but I think he got just enough for the first. Although that ref coming in doesn't look like it's a first. I think he got just enough, but he hesitated for like half a second. Oh, boy, I don't think he got it. He slipped. I thought he hesitated.
And get up the field as quickly as he'd like to. You're going to see this right there.
Oh, yeah, he stumbles forward.
Then inside, DJ Jones.
Didn't get it. Did not get it.
I don't think he made it.
DJ Jones, a big addition, 3-year deal, former 49er, and a big piece of their success defensively. Anchoring the middle of this defensive line, and he is short. Broncos get a big
Broncos stop him on the 4th down.
and they'll take over down 4.
That was brutal. Worst quarterback sneak I've seen since Mariota yesterday near midfield when the Falcons were trying to close out a fucking win. That was pretty bad. And it bails out the Broncos, who could be down by 2 scores right now. Oh shit, Rhea Ripley's on TV. Wait, where's she at? I see Damian Priest and Finn Balor. I don't see Rhea Ripley. That's disappointing. How dare they get my hopes up? How dare they get my hopes up? Oh, look, it's a commercial for Madden. I wish I didn't have to hear fucking Raw in my ear. I don't know why somebody has to have their TV turned up that fucking loud. Chargers and Chiefs. That's a finally. Usually the first Thursday night game of the year or the second Thursday night game of the year is a stinker, but they gave us Chargers Chiefs this year. Michael, I like Ritter too. I don't think he's ready. He kind of stunk it up against the Jags in the preseason. I'm like, okay, he's not quite ready, but I do like him a lot. Ooh, nice run.
One of the best in the league as a rookie last year in yards after contact. He's tough to bring down.
He really is. I mean, he is powerful and he can scoop. And he makes a lot of things happen when he has the ball in his hands. He and Melvin Gordon last year, you can't split up the time and the carries any better than they did. They each had 203 rushing attempts. But this year it is expected that Javonte Williams will get the bulk of the work.
First down, Denver. Pass is
I hate plays like that. It's boring. God, a lot of missed tackles here on both sides tonight.
Another first down. And this is an opportunity for Okwuegbunam.
Okwuye, say that again, Joe Buck.
I
want to hear him say that name again.
He is the featured tight end now for the Denver Broncos and Russell Wilson, a gain of 12.
Yeah, and I mentioned how Noah Fant wasn't used down the field last year. Nor was Okwuegbunam. He was not utilized as well, and that's an area where I believe because of his skill sets that they definitely will and need to take advantage of.
More play action. Another short completion.
And that's Albert.
Good tackling this time.
That's a lot of what he did a year ago. A lot of the underneath throws, not much down the field vertically. You know, we haven't talked about the secondary for Seattle. They're starting a rookie.
I barely recognize anybody on this Seattle defense.
Starter when camp began, the other starter Michael Jackson, but Woolen, number 27, right there. He has yet to be tested.
He's big, 6'4", 210, and can fly. They compare him to Richard Sherman. Up here, even
I'm sure they'd love him to be like Richard Sherman, minus the wife abuse, spousal abuse, and domestic violence. First down, Denver.
They talk about Tariq Woolen, and they bring him on this play. They bring him off the edge, and he's getting up the field because he's worried about that boot from Russell Wilson, and you see the lane then that opens up.
Waiting for a team to make a horrible mistake.
play clock at 5.
False start.
Shut that play down.
False start, I do believe.
But there may have been a
Ever so slightly.
kind of odd getting off the line of scrimmage. Here's the call.
Prior to the snap, false start.
That gets the crowd hopped.
Second one of the night against the Denver offensive line.
Well, when Denver is in shotgun,
I love the truck backing up sound effect when a team gets a penalty. And that's the end of the first quarter. 7-0 or 7-3 Seattle. Denver has the ball. It's like I keep getting confused trying to remember what team Russell plays for in this game.
Each team put up points first time they had the ball. And Russell Wilson will go over and talk about a first.
Did you guys see RG3 race the Hawk in pregame and actually beat it? And then he said, hey, I think the Cowboys just called me. I actually heard the Cowboys might look at Cam Newton. But, I mean, the Cowboys are fucked with Dak, without Dak, with Cam Newton, with Cooper Rush, with Rule. It doesn't matter. Cowboys are fucked. God damn it. Wish my phone wouldn't do this. Okay, phone. I really don't want to work tomorrow. I had one whole day off. That's it. I get Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off, though. I do have to work next Monday. I've already seen the fucking schedule. So that'll be a Monday I gotta work. That'll sting the most. But it's all morning shifts, which is the best, because nobody ever comes in there in the morning. Second quarter, it's been a good one. Already better than last night.
77 yards, but has not targeted a wide receiver yet.
I miss when Gotham was on Fox, because I'd watch Gotham after the Monday Night Football game every week when it was coming on. I was one of the 10 people that actually watched that show. Russell got a lot of time. Nobody open. On the run. Ooh, sacked. So when I think of Monday Night Football, I think of staying up late and watching Gotham after the game.
That's his first sack as a Seahawk.
Well, this is exactly what Seattle wanted. They got the pressure up here, which forces then Russell Wilson to escape the pocket to the left. That's what they want him to do. Run to his left. You got Big Al Woods in pursuit.
If I was playing Madden, I'd have hit sticked him and got a fumble there, Dylan. You know how we play. Hit stick city. Damn. Whoever that was ready to jump the line. Almost Palomalu'd that shit. But it ends up being a 5-yard run. 3rd and 12.
Previous 3 years as the offensive coordinator for Aaron Rodgers, Matt LaFleur, and the Green Bay Packers. Son of a beloved football coach, 75-year-old now, Paul Hackett, was watching with Nathaniel's mom, Elizabeth, in New Hampshire, and proud of their son getting his first crack as the head man with the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, he was destined to be a head coach. It's the son of Paul Hackett, especially as an offensive play caller. Never a question that he would give that up when he was named the head coach. He learned a lot from his dad and all the others that he has been with.
Damn. Oh, safety blitz. Whoa. The ball's still flying around. And I think Jamal Adams hurt himself there. This is a pre-snap penalty. This crowd's going to lose their minds.
And we'll let Clete Blakeman sort through it.
And Jamal Adams, yeah, he's hobbling off the field.
Illegal formation. Offense number 72 is not a line of scrimmage. Carries decline. He's up 4th down.
It's against Garrett Bowles, who has limited the penalties the last few years, but not on the line of scrimmage. It's declined. It's 4th down.
Well, they keep Okule Bunam in the formation to help out, but Garrett Bowles, then he goes out there.
Fucking Jamal Adams, once again, just misses making a play.
For him to rush inside, Russell Wilson doesn't see him. We'll have to see exactly what happened to Adams on the play. But Clint Hurt, the defensive coordinator, wanted to be more aggressive this year, and he has shown it here in this first half.
Corliss Waitman now to punter for the Broncos.
Whoa!
Got it away. I don't know how.
I don't either.
And Lockett with a fair catch at the 19.
That should have been blocked.
He knows how he missed it.
DJ Dallas got through. They cut Sam Martin. He's now with the Bills. And DJ Dallas.
God damn. Wow. He punted it right between the guy's hands that was going to block it. Holy mother of fuck. It's my new catchphrase after yesterday. Holy mother of fuck. That would have been insane to get a block there. You realize how loud they would have been in that stadium? Now, God damn it, I'm looking back here at Raw, and the Judgment Day is fighting fucking Matt Riddle. Or it's Finn, I think it's just Finn Balor versus Matt Riddle. But I don't see Rhea Ripley anywhere. It's like it's like WWE doesn't want me to watch. Not putting Rhea Ripley on TV every minute of this broadcast. For you non-wrestling fans out there, just Google Rhea Ripley. Yeah, Dylan, we see games like this all the time. Hell, I hate to bring this up, Dylan, but you remember the Steelers and Chiefs in the playoffs? I think the Steelers played a really solid first half, and then at the end of the first half, it started drifting away, and then the Chiefs just fucking kicked their shit in for the rest of the game. You see games like that a lot. Hell, last night was kind of that. It was, 9-3 at the half, Cowboys in the game, and they end up just getting suffocated and making it a very boring second half to stream last night. Thank you, Dallas. Capping off a great day of football with a really shit game. Don't forget, guys, next week there's 2 Monday night games. Buffalo and Tennessee, and the Eagles and the Vikings. One game starts at 7, the other's at 8:30, I think. But I have 2 TVs, so we'll talk about both. Geno Smith's lighting it up, but it's only 7-3. He's 7 for 7.
The only 3 games Russell Wilson missed.
1 yard run for Penny.
It was a gain of 1 by Rashad Penny.
1 yard for his last name.
On Thursday night against the Rams, I guess, when Seattle or when Russell Wilson went down and Geno came in off the bench and thought he played really well and overall did some good things. But I will say he's doing some outstanding things tonight in this ball game at the line of scrimmage. It's obvious he's been within this.
They're going to really want to kick themselves in the nuts for that 4th down.
Culture of Seattle, because he has complete command at the line of scrimmage.
Vikings, Eagles, 8:30. Bills, Titans at 7 next Monday. Damn. DK caught a rocket from Geno there. Sertan getting beat again.
I will say, watching them offensively from where they were a year ago, the route running that I watched last season was not good at all. They brought Sanjay Lal back, the wide receivers coach, who had been here in 2020, and this preseason, watching these receivers and what all they were doing within the routes, also in the run game and blocking, I thought they were much improved from what they had shown last season.
Wide open and flat. Penny's got to make a man miss. First down.
Elon Williams out there for Denver, but no chance to keep number 20 short of the stick.
I really like Rashad Penny. I know he was banged up and he missed a lot of time, and they didn't pick up his 5th-year option. They figured he was out the door, and then he did some really good things, and they've got him re-signed. And I think they're fortunate to have him. You watch him and the things that he's capable of doing, there's just not a lot of backs his size that can do it. And it's just
I like how now that Russell's gone, the Seahawks are fucking throwing it around. This is what they should have been doing with Russell. He didn't try to avoid that contact. And a taunting penalty on the Broncos. Cooper tackled him and then stood over him and talked shit. So taunting. Another free first down for Seattle. More free yards. Just giving away yards. So many yards, you got to give them away.
John Perry tells us in our ears that comes from standing over Eskridge.
Yep.
After he brought him down. John Perry will be with us all season long. He is back home recuperating from COVID, and we miss him being in the booth.
Well, he didn't really seem to say much, but that drew a flag. The Broncos have 5 penalties for 61 yards. Yeah, it just was a bad look to stand over him. That's why I got flagged. Home cooking here in Seattle. Ooh, Penny to the outside. Oh, he fumbled. The ball's out, but Seattle recovers. It looks like Saquon yesterday in the Giants game when he popped that big run and got stripped, but the ball went out of bounds, so the Giants got to keep it. Time an offensive lineman was chasing him down the field and recovered it. Watch number 66. I think he's the one that ends up recovering this. Oh, it's 63, I think. Good hustle there, 63. You're never out of the play.
Darby pulled it out of the right arm of Penny, and there's Austin Blythe.
A lot of moving going on pre-snap here.
Second
No pass rush. Missed tackle. Ooh. And then Homer almost got his head taken off. Might get a shift penalty here on Seattle. Or actually, it sounds like it's on Denver.
Seattle's got some depth, too. They got some pretty versatile running backs. Travis Homer definitely being one of those.
And now Cleat wants to talk to Pete Carroll. Indication is it's against Denver, one of the least penalized defenses from a year ago.
They're getting penalized a lot tonight.
On the night, they've already been penalized 5 times.
Looking like the Cowboys out here. Illegal contact. My least favorite penalty in the NFL is illegal contact. If it's not holding, if it's not interference, if you can't say it's definitively one of those two things, keep the fucking flag in your pocket. Illegal contact just always gives me the vibe of like, what a chicken shit penalty. Hey, there's Randy Gregory. I think the Cowboys could have used him last night. Wouldn't have made a difference. Randy Gregory's a tall motherfucker. Not as tall as that Ingram guy for the Dolphins. Holy fuck. Dude's built like a refrigerator. Toss the penny. Nowhere to really go.
Check in with Lisa. We saw Jamal Adams a bit nicked up a minute ago.
Yeah, Joe, he's officially
Jamal Adams
down
just got
for
carted out.
a left knee injury. He was putting no weight on that left leg as he hobbled off the field. They got him into the medical tent, and then they brought.
Getting hurt always sucks, but just to get hurt in the first half of the first game is brutal.
To keep it from bending. Jamal looked to be in quite a bit of discomfort, and at one point, I could hear him. Everyone over on this side of the field could hear him just scream out in frustration. So we don't have an official diagnosis.
Gino sees the pressure coming, makes a man miss, shrugs off another tackle, gain of 9, gain of 7, excuse me. Damn, Gino. Put it on him, Gino.
Gino's making things happen, and he's about a yard short.
Put it on him, Gino.
With the ball inside the 15,
Flag is
and another
down.
flag is down.
Taunting. Oh, no, holding. Oh, never mind. Doesn't count. Holding on Seattle.
Replay second down.
So that wipes away that carry by Gino.
That was a good thought by Shane Waldron. It was a design quarterback draw. But Phil Haynes, who I mentioned is filling in for Damian Lewis at left guard, that was the penalty.
Second one of the night on Phil.
Gino got another Gino chant from the fans, too, after that run.
Second and 18. They're really backed up now.
Get a 3rd down and 1. Fake the toss.
Screen to Metcalf.
Receiver screen for
Blocking the back.
he draws a
No flag. Oh, boy, he's going backwards. Now they're out of field goal range, and it's 3rd and forever. So the 4th down on the previous possession and the holding penalty there. Seattle's leaving a lot on the field and a lot off the board. Okay, not a block in the back like I initially thought.
There was about 6 white jerseys there waiting on him.
We tried to shove Sertan out of the way, and Pat's big, 6'2", 202. He didn't move much, and he got right back.
3 double-digit under. Yeah, the schedule looks pretty crazy for next week.
Seahawks are going the wrong direction.
3rd and 26.
Smith over the middle.
Check it down and get to field goal range, and that's what they do.
For a field goal try, and they completed for 6 to Marquise Goodwin. And onto the field comes Jason Myers.
Right idea. You'd like to get a little bit more out of that. Probably could have, but good thinking by Geno Smith. Trying to at least give themselves a chance with Myers.
A 49-yard try. Myers coming off a down year last year. Didn't miss the year before.
Talk about not missing. Geno Smith hadn't missed yet tonight either.
49 yards, and it's good. 10-3, Seattle.
And back to a 7-point game. Pete Carroll clapping. He's not alone here in Seattle.
Dylan, we have got to find a Buffalo Wild Wings to go to. How is Atlanta plus 10.5 crazy? They're going to get the shit beat out of them. That's not crazy to me at all. I could understand thinking Atlanta had a chance to beat the Saints, but they're going to get fucking wrecked by the Rams. I don't care how many fucking tantrums Arthur... Did you guys see Arthur Smith's post-game yesterday? What a fucking embarrassment that guy is. It's literally his fucking fault. And Dean Pease's fault and Marcus Mariota's fault that they fucking lost. They're the three I blame primarily. Mariota played a solid game, but he fumbled in the fucking red zone. And he screwed up the third down, the third and short that we could have converted and won the game. He screwed that up. And Dean Pease called one of the worst second halves I've seen by a defensive coordinator in quite some time. And Arthur Smith's just not a good head coach. I don't care what anybody says. I gave Atlanta a shot to win yesterday like everybody else, but next week, no. And I was looking at our schedule going, we might beat Seattle in a few weeks. Based on the way they're playing, they'd probably stomp our ass too. Let fucking cross-eyed Jameis Winston and Slant Boy go off on us yesterday. The Broncos are really lucky that this is only 10-3. They are really lucky. They should be down 17-3 right now. Yeah, Seahawks trying to be the only team in the NFC West with a win.
This came up with a 49-yard field goal by Myers, who will kick it away with Montreal Washington waiting. Not going to try it this time. We'll be back in 30 seconds after a word from T-Mobile.
I still think Pittsburgh's a favorite. Pittsburgh will win that game. I'm fairly confident Pittsburgh will win. Fairly. Not entirely confident. I bet it's going to be the ugliest. Whoever wins that game is going to win like 14-12 or some shit. Because New England kind of sucks and Pittsburgh really good on one side of the ball. But unfortunately for them, Mitchell Trubisky's their quarterback. So they're going to have to win ugly. They're used to that. All right, Broncos country, let's ride again.
Adams to play near the line of scrimmage. Now they go back to a typical look with Jones deep with Quandre Diggs. Yeah, they're going to continue to try to play some shell defense. They're not the single high defense that they were for so many years under Pete Carroll. But a big part of that playbook defensively is lost.
Ooh, that didn't go anywhere. Michael Jackson. What a fortunate or unfortunate name, depending on how you look at it. The Seahawks have a lot of fans, but look how much orange is in those seats because nobody cares about the Seahawks anymore. Credit to them for playing hard so far, controlling the game. Little check down. We can all laugh at the Cowboys' misfortune. We're not really laughing at Dak's injury, but the unfortunate part about Dak's injury is that he's hurt, and now we have to watch the Cowboys in primetime games every other week with Cooper fucking Rush at quarterback. So the Cowboys instantly became just completely unwatchable after yesterday. Third and two. They're empty. Wouldn't be surprised if Russell keeps this himself. Watch this linebacker in the middle here. Oh, Russell's going for the shot. Wide open. Jerry Jeudy makes a man miss. Puts him on his ass. He's gone. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Dude's a freak.
67 yards.
Damn.
And the first touchdown for Jerry Jeudy in over 600 days.
Teddy Bridgewater was his quarterback last year. Give him a break.
That's one of those young corners for Seattle. Kobe
Runs a great route.
He's locked up, man.
Russell a little underthrown, and then the defender just fucking falls.
So fast that
And then Jeudy beats the other to the sideline, and it's over.
nobody behind him. Instead,
That corner, Bryant, there just looked completely lost.
the football, but yeah, it's just a young player who got beat off the line of scrimmage by a really good
Bet Shannon Sharp loved that. He's a big Jerry Jeudy fan.
Is good.
10-10, Denver, Seattle now.
Quick answer by Russell Wilson.
On a 3rd and 2. That's the Russell special. You get on a 3rd and 2 and chuck it deep and get a long touchdown. I like how the Giants are trending, and so is Joe Judge, and he's not even their coach anymore. Think about the New York Giants head coaches. Ben McAdoo, Pat Shurmur, Joe Judge. That Dayball guy, though. I like his energy. Robert Saleh says he's keeping receipts on everybody making fun of the Jets. And it's like, well, you know what? You and Arthur Smith should fucking go to a support group together because you're both pissed off at people telling you suck when you suck. No offense, but you suck. You can't be mad at people for saying you suck when you suck. Oh, Michael, you remember how you asked me if I was trolling on social media? I made this post on Facebook and I commented this on a couple of different things. I said, Bubba Wallace is now the greatest celebrity in the United States to ever be associated with the number 45. Because unlike that fat orange dude, this 45 can win more than once. Thank you!
And Monday Night Football brought to you by Progressive, the right call to protect your home and car. Look at the Seattle Great Wheel. Here at 57, weather has been ideal. 74 degrees at the start of this night. Here on the 12th of September. Jerry Jeudy did not have a touchdown last year. 38 catches, had 3 touchdowns as a rookie.
Jerry Judy's already having a way more productive year than CeeDee Lamb will have.
Second longest.
You don't think Tennessee wins? I think Tennessee's going to be very competitive, but they've been in a lot of close games. Live by the sword, die by the sword kind of thing. That catches up with you. And I think yesterday and against the Bengals back in the playoffs, it kind of caught up with Tennessee. Tennessee should have won that game yesterday. If fucking Fat Randy makes a kick, they win. But he choked it. He got iced by Dayball. After Dayball with those big nuts went for 2.
The Broncos escaped this season's threats and claim their 4th Lombardi trophy. And Russell was a bit fired up, to say the least, after connecting with Jeudy for 67 yards to tie the game.
Yeah, big relief right there. Making
Tied up now.
him getting it in the end zone. I would think that would settle him down a little bit for whatever nerves he had coming in.
Gino hang on to the ball a little too long, but gets it away. Disley makes something out of it, 3 yards.
Tight end Disley, who has the Seahawks touchdown, a gain of 3. And Geno Smith has yet thrown in completion.
No, he's settled in really well. You always
come in, you ask these guys, hey, how do you want to
But did trading A.J. Brown really hurt a team that never throws the fucking ball anyway? I mean, A.J. Brown's helping the Eagles. You saw that yesterday. Goddamn, the Eagles. Devontae Smith is the speed. A.J. Brown's just the fucking power and physicality. And not to mention the Eagles can run for 200 yards at the drop of a hat. They're going to be tough to beat. Picked them to win the East because I said Dallas was going to suck from the beginning, even before Dak got hurt. Big run to the right side here. If Penny can make this guy miss, and he doesn't, there's a flag. Holding on the defense. Another Denver penalty.
Their defensive holding on a running play, and it gives a first down for Denver's defense. That's already 5 penalties in the game, and 7 overall on the Broncos here in the first half.
Well, not surprised. We've seen it around the league here on opening day with
7 penalties for 71.
getting much playing time together in the preseason, and it's kind of sloppy the first weekend. We saw that in a number of games yesterday.
Troy, talk about the Cowboys.
Play action from Smith. Penny.
Overthrow.
That's the first incompletion.
Offensive line's doing a pretty good job for Seattle, though.
13 tonight.
Yeah, the first one we talked about, but he's
Yeah, I'm going to have Philly and Minnesota on one TV and Buffalo, Tennessee on the other. And whichever game is the most interesting is the one I'll pay attention to the most.
Over the years, especially the last couple of years, about the let Russ cook stuff. And
I wish they would have done the Monday night doubleheader this week like they do, where they have the one East Coast game and the one West Coast game the first week of the year. That would have been nice, but I got to work tomorrow, so I guess I'm glad they didn't do it. Because my stupid ass would have stayed up till 1:32 in the morning to watch that other game.
to hit the reset button, go back to some of the things that he feels strongly about without resistance from the quarterback.
Gino ducking under pressure again, lobs it up, wide open, first down.
As the grab is made by
Marquise Goodwin.
What a nice piece of work by Geno.
Another good addition for this receiving core. Like I said, I love Seattle's receiving core.
For 16.
Okay, now I'm starting to see why they picked Gino over Drew Lock. I mocked it and made fun of him for it, but so far,
His defender up the field
got to put a whole game together, but so far I see why they picked Gino over Drew Lock.
a bit sooner, but what I like what he's done.
Drew Lock just dying to get out there and get some payback.
He has a touchdown as a result of it statistically, but keeping his eye
14 of 15, Gino against the Broncos.
makes another nice play.
Wanting Fant to go in motion.
Love this play call.
Room over there.
Wide open again.
Parkinson to the 30.
Down to the Denver 30.
Well, Denver's got 4
He hit that defender so hard at the end of the play it would give him Parkinson's.
Fant, Disley, and now Colby Parkinson.
Yeah, the boot game coming off the run. We've seen Rashad Penny. He's run
I like this play call from the moment they snapped it. That play design there was great.
of it, and you get those lanes to be able to get the ball, and Geno lays it in there nicely.
Smith has found 8 different receivers here in the first half.
Screen to Metcalf with no blocking. Stiff arm Surtain gets 5 yards.
Pat Surtain there with Metcalf and he fight their way for a 4-yard play.
Got the stiff arm in there on him here. Right there. I wouldn't want to have to be one trying to make the tackle on DK Metcalf. You talked about the size of Pat Surtain. Boy, he's a competitor too.
He didn't go down. 2nd down and 6.
They're one-on-one at the bottom.
Smith.
Touchdown. Wide open. Parkinson. Knew that was going to be a touchdown the moment it left his hand. Damn, Geno's killing it. Fucking Geno here. Look at Drew Lock. Look at Drew Lock looking like he's happy, trying to be happy.
To Colby Parkinson.
Well, they go man, you would thought
What is going on?
clearing out, and then immediately Geno Smith knows what he has. As soon as he sees that Darby
What a fucking rainbow of a throw.
on one man on the backside
Another Geno chant breaking out. And the Seahawks have retaken a 7-point lead. You got to give it up. Geno Smith must have had the training camp of his life. Like I said, you know, the Drew Lock thing, I didn't watch Seattle all that closely, but Drew Lock's a physical freak. He's just kind of brain dead sometimes. But damn, Geno's looking like he did on that Monday night game against the Falcons back in 2013 that still haunts me to this day, where they were already putting Geno in the Hall of Fame just because he lit up the Falcons. Yeah, that's maybe Seattle's offensive line is definitely winning this game. Geno's making all the right decisions, and they're not letting pressure really get to him at all. And on the other side, their defense is doing a decent job. They gave up the one big play to Jerry Jeudy, but other than that, they've done a pretty good job. So advantage Seahawks. Once again, they should be up 20-10. It's only a one-score game. They should be up by 2 scores. 17 of 18 for 164, 2 touchdowns. Throwing it to tight ends and receivers, everybody. They're spreading the ball around. You know, good offensive line play is not something you notice until it's bad. When you see a quarterback running for his life, it's like, God damn, help him out. And then when the offensive line is fine, it's like, way to go, quarterback. But then you're like, hey, this offensive line is kicking some serious ass.
Pretty good in his return. Geno Smith put on a clinic. 17 of 18, 164 yards, 2 touchdowns. And just connected with Colby Parkinson for 25 yards, and the Seahawks are back on top. It's taken 8 years to be an opening game starter for Geno Smith, and boy, is he making the most of it. Here's Washington on the return. And the rookie Montreal out to the 21. That's it.
2:20 to go, 2:19 to go in the half.
Inside the broadcast booth, I'm Joe Buck. That's Troy Aikman, and this has been a fun first half. And Geno's been great.
He's been fantastic, and you always kind of wonder after 8 years of not having made a start on opening day. And I really thought we might see a little bit more of the running game in this first half, and they've run the ball well. Rashad Penny has been fantastic, but instead they've gotten more out of Geno Smith. And you know what I think?
Who needs a running game? You got Geno fucking Smith.
Let Geno cook. Let Geno do a little cooking.
When Geno's in the zone, he's been putting time in the lab.
First down from the 21 for Denver. Now back down 7. Hand up to Williams. Nice hole over the right
Big
side.
run. About 9.5.
Looks like they scooped
2-minute warning here.
Maybe 10. Michael Jackson made the stop, and we're coming up on a 2-minute warning. And we're there. 2 minutes left in the first half. A good first half in Seattle.
Did you guys see the video of that stupid couple on TikTok? I mean, they're stupid because they use TikTok, but it was pretty funny what they did. They made dance routines to all the NFL TV theme songs. And I think the Sunday Night Football theme was my favorite. Fucking hate TikTok, but that shit was funny. We get subjected to Bears-Packers next Sunday night. The Chicago Bears are just one of those teams that nobody fucking wants to watch, but every year we have to watch them. Every year they get a bunch of primetime games. I know people shit on the Cowboys for getting primetime games, and yeah, that's annoying, but why do the Bears get so many? They suck, and even when they're good, they're still boring. The Steelers are usually fucking boring to watch until they get games like yesterday, but the Bears are the biggest offender of, like, damn it, I don't want to watch this fucking team. The last few years, it's been Broncos, Giants, Bears. Teams nobody wants to fucking watch, but inexplicably we have to watch them all the time. You can't tuck them away at 1 o'clock or 4:05 on a Sunday while there's a bunch of other games going on. No, you put them on when they're the only game on. And we have to suffer. That alone has turned me completely against the Chicago Bears. And that whole rule about every team has to play at least one Thursday game kills me, because that means we have to watch the Jaguars or Texans play every year at least once. At least they only usually get like one game in prime time. You pick the Bears. I can't do that. I'm not going to pick the Bears to beat anybody. I was shocked they beat the 49ers. Justin Fields is ass. Justin Fields, the black Jared Goff.
Update. What a night that was for the Dallas Cowboys. Chris Berman's fastest 3 minutes. Nice to be at the house that Boomer built. Coming up at the half, Susie Colbert, Booger McFarland, and Adam Schefter.
Oh, Adam Schefter.
First down.
Who's he going to make up shit about now to get a big news story and just hope that he's right after the fact? He has a bad habit of doing that. Schefter will make up some shit and then hope that he's right, just so he can say he knew it was going to happen first. Whoa, Russell. They set up a screen, though. First down, 14 yards. No huddle offense here.
Williams, a 13-yard gain.
Well, it's just a perfect call for what Seattle had defensively. Cody Barton was on the blitz, and they've got the screen right in behind it. And it's a good thing Jordan Brooks was there, because if he doesn't make a play...
I'm a little worried about the Packers, but they can beat the Bears. The Vikings are good. It's not that the Packers are bad. It's just the Vikings are really good. Oh, Russell gets crushed.
Maybe just across a gain of 2. And these fans who cheered that play by Jefferson and Nwosu. I've seen Russell Wilson over the years throw 51 career touchdown passes in the 2-minute drill, either at the end of the half or the end of the game. Most of any quarterback since he was a rookie in 2012. Well, Cortland Sutton is at the bottom. He's one-on-one right here.
Nobody open. Buying time again. Oh, out of bounds. What a catch, but out of bounds. Damn. That was almost something special. Russell Wilson really is the modern-day Fran Tarkenton. He's always going to make something happen.
They can work anything that they want to. It really is impressive or surprising, whichever way you want to look at it, that Wilson's not been able to take advantage of the young corners. Kobe Bryant, Tariq Woolen. It's a young secondary and really not much downfield from Wilson at all.
Third and 8. Here comes the deep touchdown. Broncos take a timeout.
Russell Wilson, because of crowd noise and a delay getting the play called, has to use a timeout with a stopped clock. Next week we'll have 2 Monday Night Football matchups
at Buffalo, at the Eagles. I don't know what. I think I'm more interested in the Vikings and the Eagles. The Titans are very competitive. The Bills might be the best team, but the Vikings are really good and the Eagles are good. That's going to be a good one. I look forward to that.
We'll take you through the game on ESPN. And then we'll come along just after at 8:30 Eastern with the Vikings and the Eagles, 2 teams that started with wins yesterday at 8:30 on ABC. And boy, did Kevin O'Connell open up that offense for the Vikings.
Yeah, he sure did. I mean,
2 words, Justin Jefferson.
some things to get Justin Jefferson as open as he was. An impressive afternoon and debut for him.
3rd and 8.
The Eagles, they tore it up on the ground with Jalen Hurts like they did most of last year. Wilson can't
Nobody open again. Heaves it up. Now somebody's wide open. Sutton
Cortland Sutton makes a
gets to the sideline and out of bounds at the 25.
6'4", 216.
Somebody finally got open.
Along the way, shoved Jordan Brooks.
Credit the offensive line because Cortland Sutton comes off the ball. There's nothing there. Michael Jackson and Cody
Hee
Bolton
hee. Every time they say Michael Jackson, I'm going to do that.
He comes out behind it, and because of the protection in the pocket, Russell Wilson was able to hang in there with him and find him.
38 seconds left, plenty of time. 2 timeouts for the Broncos. First
They're at the
down.
24. Deep shot. Nothing there. Oh, it's oh, Quandre Diggs dropped an interception. Wow. Russell threw it up. Nobody was there but Quandre Diggs.
That throw from a veteran quarterback.
That was horrible.
Lost sight of Quandre Diggs. He knows Diggs better than
Hell, I lost sight of him. I was like, yeah, nobody there. And then I just see this flash of green.
speed and range, but he's right there.
Oh, you got to pick that off. You see the guy in the Steve Largent jersey and the crowd losing his mind?
Major opportunity. He had 5 interceptions,
Oh, you got to pick that.
and none of these years.
Got to do it. Right through his hands.
2 near picks, 1 drop ball.
That and the near blocked punt and the failed 4th down is going to haunt Seattle here if this game stays close.
Coming off the edge.
Russell sacked.
Get home with Cody Barton. Broncos take their second timeout.
Cody Barton, here he comes on the blitz, and this is a defense that the last few years they've not brought a lot of pressure. I know in visiting with defensive coordinator, first-year defensive coordinator, Clint Hurt, he said we're going to be aggressive. Now that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to bring 5 rushers. They're going to change it up. There's a look at him there. But they did on that play, and Barton is able to get home. We've seen it throughout this first half. They've been selective on when they brought the pressures, but when they brought them, they've been pretty effective.
3rd and 18.
Seahawks release Bobby Wagner in March.
Yeah, Bobby Wagner had a great time with the Rams last Thursday, didn't he? Look
Barton would get an opportunity. Second
at that Hulk Hogan looking dude with the green mustache. Just playing for the field goal now.
3rd down and 18.
Unless the psycho throws deep. He's not going to get a chance. He has to check it down. They have a timeout, so the whole field's in play. Down at the 22. Let the clock run down, call timeout, and kick it.
See if the Broncos are willing to let the clock wind down and then try a field goal at the end of the half, and they are.
They'll get the ball to start the second half, if I'm not mistaken.
Call there by Nathaniel Hackett, knowing that they're right on the fringe of field goal range, and let's see if we can't pick up some more yardage and make this an easier attempt. Shelby Harris got a little bit of pressure. They almost, it was a bit of a screenplay. They almost turned Shelby Harris loose a little too
If they
early.
miss this field goal, the building's going to collapse in here.
Well, it went from a 50-yard try to a 40-yard try with that pickup by Javonte Williams. And one of the best in the game, Brandon McManus, will try to make this a 4-point game again here at the end of the half. .476 yards of offense in this first.
The Seahawks ice him.
teams, and
Would have been good.
a little practice
But they
shot
iced
by
him.
McManus. Timeout taken by Seattle and Pete Carroll, who will be 71 on Thursday.
Goddamn, Pete Carroll's 71. He really doesn't look 71. I mean, he looks like an old man, but he doesn't look 71. He looks like he's in his early 60s, if there's that much of a difference from 70 to 60.
That he's one of the oldest coaches
Late 50s, early 60s.
around, and when you look at in NFL history, that surprised me. Me too.
Belichick once said around 2010, you don't have to worry about him coaching into his 70s. Well, Bill, you're 70.
73, Hallis 72, Levy 72, and then the 2 guys still going now.
And it's still good. He made the practice shot and the real one. 17-13 at halftime. Seattle on top. Denver gets the ball. Long way to go. Seattle's up, but they blew some really big chances there.
what specifically has been giving your defense problems?
Yeah, the penalties. I mean, we've had a couple chances to be able to pin him back, and he's got too many penalties. We got to wipe those out.
You also said you knew this would be an emotional game. You wanted to be a calming voice in your quarterback's ear. How do you think Russell Wilson has handled the night so
He's
far?
doing a fine job. He threw that first one a little bit crazy, but then after that, I mean, he's really settled down and done a fine job, so we're excited to get him going this next half.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Got to play better in the second half, what they always say.
7 overall. Russell Wilson 10 for 15. Geno Smith 17 of 18. Front
Damn, I'm
first half, a
thirsty.
lot of offense. Stay tuned. All-State halftime coming up next.
I'm your football-obsessed best man, and I think you have in your
I'll be right back.
in the big game.
A mixed bag on the injury front off Sunday.
All right, Susie, the Steelers are hoping that TJ Watt will not need surgery. If he doesn't, it would be 6 weeks. If he does need surgery, it will be the season. And Tessa Najee Harris' foot today came back negative. Elijah Mitchell out 2 months. A blow to the 49ers running game. And Dak Prescott came out of the surgery today, 6 to 8 weeks. He'll be back for the bye.
Yeah, regardless of who the quarterback is, the lack of weapons for Dallas is going to make it difficult for them to move the football. They really have to run the football and pound it and lean on Ezekiel Elliott.
The Cowboys, the only team in the NFC East with a loss in Week 1. The flip side of the Cowboys' loss, Tom Brady putting a chaotic offseason behind him as the Bucs grab the win. The best of the rest of Week 1 ahead with Chris Berman's fastest trade.
You're watching the All-State Halftime. All-State, reminding you that football season is made.
I'll be right back again. Sometimes I hate Jim Cornette because he's trying to make me not like Johnny Gargano. I love Johnny Gargano, but I'll be damned if I didn't one boring motherfucker personality-wise. Yeah, I saw Mitchell's out for 2 months. Interesting if TJ Watt doesn't have to have surgery. He still has to miss some time, but they got to be careful there. I mean, you want him, but you can't rush him back from an injury like that. Do some real serious permanent damage.
Emotional matchup in Seattle tonight. Russell Wilson hits Derek Judy with a 67-yard TD. Looking forward to more big plays in the second half. Right now, Chris Berman with the fastest 3 minutes.
Hi, Susie. Great to be with you.
Oh my God, it's Chris Berman.
How exciting the NFL is. Look at Week 1. That was a more than subtle reminder. Week began with the defending Super Bowl champion Rams, upended by the Bills. Next up, the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals at home.
The Bungles bungled again. Like I said, I was not entirely confident that this team would be the same team we saw at the end of last year. TJ Watt's a freak. I did see the Bengals got robbed of 1 touchdown. It took a 53-yarder at the end of overtime. Oh, but I thought it was all Tyreek Hill and Mahomes was overrated. Oh, wow. Remember when I hopped up Kirk Cousins and he went out there and fucking killed Green Bay? The Raiders. I still like the Raiders, but that offensive line might be a problem. Good effort by the Raiders. They almost came back and won it. Almost. Lions, good effort. Let's be honest, the Lions were getting their ass kicked in the third quarter and came back and nearly pulled it off. They just needed one stop. The Jets were never in that game yesterday.
Never forget. 21 year. Nobody can forget.
Nobody's going to forget Lamar Jackson putting a baby in their ass yesterday. Oh, hey.
This one to Rashad Bateman. Ravens win at the
Hurry up and get to this Falcons highlight so we can get it over with.
again. Son of the attack 21 years ago. Carson Wentz. Against
Carson Wentz played a great first half. Kind of sucked in the second half, but still, pretty good game. Honestly, you got the best and worst of Carson Wentz yesterday, but mostly the best. Dolphins, Patriots, I'm surprised this game wasn't a bigger ass whooping. And Jalen Waddle has the best touchdown celebration in the NFL.
And Miami's beaten New England in Miami 8 of the last 10 years. Going for
Fucking Danny Derp. Really, it was all Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley put the team on his back. Dayball's got some big swinging nuts. Panthers, Browns, saw a lot of this one. Baker Mayfield's lucky to get out of that game healthy. And what a kick. That fucking kick would have been good from 65 outdoors. At least 65. Here we go. Falcons, Saints. Fucking ridiculous.
51 yards. Good. New Orleans a winner.
Nobody's surprised, though. Colts, Indy. This is a puzzler. Matty Ice did everything he needed to do. Tied the game up. Got him down there in overtime. And the bum-ass kicker missed it.
The first rainy day game.
So it's like Matt Ryan never left Atlanta. Justin Fields sucks, but Trey Lance happened to suck a lot worse yesterday. Soldier Field sucks. The Bears suck. They will get exposed next Sunday night.
Up in the 49ers. We slip and slide with Booger. NFL primetime.
Ew.
Sunday Night Live.
Sounded gross, fool.
Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever you want. Susan?
Monday Night Football's got the best halftime just because of that little segment. And Geno fucking dotting it up. But the Seahawks are only up by 4. Russell Wilson knows how to pull some comebacks out of his ass, and he doesn't even need to do that much to get a comeback. Ooh, we got Peyton and Eli highlights.
Off to a good start on being a bad predictor.
They fooled you also.
Saquon, what was it like in the locker room after that win?
We turned up in that locker room.
I'm glad Saquon looked healthy yesterday for the first time in several years.
Yeah, I can do them little band stuff, little band workouts.
Heard Shannon Sharp's going to be on the Peyton and Eli broadcast. That almost makes it worth watching. I love Shannon. Let me run to the bathroom. As soon as I saw that the Packers were down by 2 scores yesterday, I knew the game was over simply because they were not playing the Bears or the Cowboys, and those are the only 2 teams they know how to come back on. So, it is what it is. plug my phone up. It's a work knot. Percentage is it on? 80. I'll leave it unplugged for a little while longer. My PlayStation controller charger doesn't seem to fall out of the phone as easy. It tries, but it doesn't seem to fall out that quickly. Not gonna lie with you, Green Bay is going to be out to just beat up on little brother next Sunday night. Second half. They're playing shitty music. I would unmute that, but no. Remember last year, the first Monday night game was the Raiders and the Ravens in that psychotic, insane, over-the-top, outrageous overtime game, and ESPN kept cutting my stream off for having the game audio in the background, even though that never happens. It's like I thought I could have audio, I just can't show anything. And it's not like I'm just playing straight up audio, I'm talking over it.
Totally target. Moments away from the start of the second half here in Seattle. Third quarter just around the corner. And we'll look at a number for Russell Wilson. Broncos will start the second half with the ball, and you see the career winning percentage when trailing at halftime. Fourth best in NFL history behind Montana, Brady, and Stabler. Not mentioned, but now he is. Troy, that was a fun first half. I mean, what a start really for both sides. But for Geno Smith and the Seahawks, how do you not come out of that half talking about...
Oh, yeah, Michael, the Falcons are going to get fucking wrecked next week.
Shane Waldron, I thought,
They had a shot to get their one win this year and blew it, so... 0-17, here we come. I just feel bad for whatever team Atlanta does manage to beat. Probably the Panthers or something.
Been a little bit of pressure. Geno Smith has been able to navigate that. So some of the things that we anticipated coming into this game haven't happened. Now, give credit to those two rookie tackles for Seattle. You've got Charles Cross and then, of course, Abe Lucas on the other side.
To my other Falcons fans out there, as Loki said to Thor, the sun will shine on us again one day. But not anytime soon.
You were just ahead at the half. Well, I didn't want to bring it back to me, but that's what I was going to say. We've never hesitated in that category before. New network, new Troy. Come on.
All right, so Myers will kick it away with Montreal, Washington waiting deep.
I would think. It's been a long day.
Oh, god damn! Hit stick. No fumble, though.
What a hit. Vicious after a 15-yard return.
That return guy for Denver is getting wrecked tonight.
How impactful they can be and have been.
Big hit. They went helmet to helmet there. But how impactful special
He might get a fine for that one.
Seattle has won that
The receipt will be in the mail.
On special teams, on the kickoffs and on the kickoff returns.
Similar hit was flagged in the first half, not there. It's the fifth Denver drive of the game and the fourth time they start inside their 25.
Melvin Gordon. And he swallowed up for a loss.
Shook into Lisa.
Hey, Joe, well, I asked Pete Carroll what he loves about the way Geno Smith is playing so far, and he said he's doing what he's been doing. He's executing well, he's calm, he's poised. He said this is why we've been talking about him the way we have been. And remember, guys, Carroll said to us this week more than once, Geno Smith is really talented. I hope it shows in this game.
He did, and it has. Second down, 12.
Gordon with a much better run this time.
As he's up to to the 26.
Third down already.
Brought down by Jones and Harris.
Well, I get the idea of what Nathaniel Hackett wants to do because Seattle, yeah, we mentioned they lose Jamal Adams. They are continuing to play that two-split safety looks. And so they've got to light box in order to be able to run the football. Now, Seattle, they rallied. They win the matchups up front. They didn't get anything on first down. But they come back with the run and get a nice gain on second to at least make this manageable on third down.
Holding. No flag, but you could see it from space. Sutton wide open, first down. Can't believe there wasn't a flag there. Fucking lineman was getting wrapped around the neck.
Takes a lot of time back there in the pocket when you're running these types of routes. I don't know if there was a little confusion on the outside with Cortland Sutton, and then Judy is coming underneath that, but there are two bodies, and it kind of clouds things up then for Russell Wilson. But once again, he's got some protection back there, and he was able to hang on to the football, shuffle a little bit, and deliver the ball to pick up the first.
Garrett Bowles was awfully close.
Can't believe there wasn't a flag on that.
We didn't call it. And a first down at the 44. Quick throw.
Open again. Sutton, ooh, takes a shot. Gain of 7.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson again.
Seen him come up in run support. He's a hitter. Pretty good singer too at one time. But
Shut up, Troy. I've been making that joke all night.
coverage, and he comes up and makes a play then. But yeah, we've seen at times where Seattle has been soft, and when they have been, this is one of the few times that Russell's just come right out and thrown it to him.
Jackson, a player, has been released a few times in his NFL career. Getting a chance and making the most of it after a strong camp. Second and 3.
Toss it to Gordon. Good block by Beck. Beck's had an impact tonight. Catching and blocking.
4 tight ends on their roster, and Beck is the guy they use at fullback whenever they want.
He's pretty small for a tight end, though. Look how short he is.
Hey, this looks like my old teammate Daryl Johnston, just loading up.
Moose. Troy Aikman name dropping Moose.
But they've got some really good depth at tight end. They're all versatile. In fact, Nathaniel Hackett said they like to use Beck the way that Kyle Shanahan uses Kyle Juszczyk there in San Francisco. And if they can get half of what San Francisco gets out of him, they've got something. The quick throw
Throws it short, puts his running back in a tough spot there.
One-on-one with Barton. And Barton didn't really flinch. A gain of 1. Good play by 57. Typically a special teamer, getting a start in the defense. And a nice play there on first down.
That's a nice drive here by Denver to open up this second half. They finished the
It's amazing that Denver has a chance to take the lead. It really just shouldn't even be close.
possession of the ball. And now they're knocking on the door to at least come away with points on this drive.
Ooh, blow them whistles before Russell gets his head taken off. Another false start, perhaps.
May have been delay of game.
Delay a game.
They let the snap happen. Here's a call.
Prior to snap, delay a game. Offense.
A lot of pre-snap penalties for the offense.
So they get the down over, but they go back 5.
Nathaniel Hackett with Lisa Salters there at the end of that first half. Talking about
They've hit 76 yards in penalties. I got 24 to go before they hit the big 100.
Denver in this game.
2 false starts, and now 1 delay of game.
I ain't telling you my Facebook name.
14.
I don't know you. You just kind of pop in my stream and say random shit. Oh, deep shot. Pass interference. Blatant pass interference.
It was hooked up against Cortland Sutton, and a flag comes out inside the 10, and it is pass interference against the rookie.
Well, there was no question in Russell's
These
mind
young
when
corners
he
are getting
was
worked
on
over.
Pass interference.
They've done a good job a lot of tonight, but the Judy touchdown and that play there.
First down, Denver.
Based on alignment by Seattle, you knew that they were going to get one-on-one out there. So you got the rookie against
Well, Sutton was going to blow by this dude.
He's their DK Metcalf, the guy who they like to get down the field. He can body people up. He's not going to get separation, but you see the contact. The ball was underthrown, and Woolen just not able to try to make a play on it.
That's where an underthrown ball comes in handy. It makes the interference look even worse
First and goal.
and easier to call. Setting up a screen to Judy. He's going to have to make a lot of guys miss, and it's not going to happen.
He cannot get through both Jones and Barton. A gain of 3.
Looked like he was going to have something there when the ball came out, but good job by Seattle just rallying to the football. And, you know, in this game, when you look at Denver,
Jerry Judy only has 3 catches in the red zone in his NFL career so far.
so they've had no problems moving it. And teams last year had no problems moving it.
I hate to have to cheer for the Giants next week, Michael, but I guess I'm going to do it.
Here in the red zone. Will they be able to here on this drive?
Second and goal from the 6. And it's a false start. Another pre-snap. Oh, it's a delay of game again. I thought it was a false start.
And call the second delay of game against Denver on this possession.
The crowd's trying to help.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still second down. Again, some of that stuff happens. You don't play the starters throughout.
When we have nights like this where the crowd is so loud, so hyped, and so into it, it really makes me happy that 2020 is a distant memory for all sports. NFL football got us through 2020, but the lack of crowds was really fucking lame. There's a short, good tackle. Now we got a 3rd and goal from the 9.
Second year in Denver, the former Viking, in a gain of just 2.
Yeah, Josh Jones, you talk about guys who had good camps. He was definitely one of those guys. He is a part of what was going to be the 3 safety package, and now he's in on the 2 safety package. This is his 5th team. Kind of got a new chance on life here in Seattle with the camp that he had. He's done some good things in this game. 3rd down and goal.
Wilson 5 for 5 on this drive.
Gonna need to be 6 for 6.
Underneath.
Oh, Gordon at the 1, down at the 1. It's gonna be 4th down at the 1-yard line.
End zone.
Ooh, now you got a decision.
Tackle by Jordan Brooks.
When you're that close,
Decision time. I like the
you got a decision to make now. What a great drive this has been. They're down at the 1-yard line.
who's going to make the play.
Good effort there by Melvin Gordon. Almost got there, almost.
Right there. They're going for it. The analytics, if you're into that, would tell you that's the right decision. 4th down and goal.
Another delay of game or a false start would take them right out of this. There's only 9 seconds on the play clock, and they don't look real sure what they're doing. And they run it, and he's fumbled the ball. He fumbled the ball, and Seattle's got it at the 10. They're going to have to take a look at this. I think he fumbled near just short of the goal line, like an inch.
And the ball recovered by Michael Jackson.
Hee. Michael Jackson's having a hell of a game.
Close to getting
Would you call him a smooth criminal, the way he stole the ball there?
a fumble. And the recovery by Jackson. Let's look again.
He's losing the ball.
Ball coming loose.
Yeah, the ball's moving. He really doesn't
That's
have
not a
the-
touchdown.
Hey, what a great job
It's a
by the
fumble
defense.
recovered by Seattle and ran back to the
Doesn't
10.
have it well before he
So
gets
they're
to
not
the
going to be
goal
pinned at their own goal line.
line. Call by them.
But now both teams are even on blown 4th downs
Team's coming up short.
in goal-to-go situations.
Seattle's defense. Seahawks take over. Still in the lead.
Damn, Seattle taking it to him. He got to the goal line, but the ball was slipping out. Kevin Owens yelling at Austin Theory. Barry McCockiner with the zinger. He said, man, Javonte Williams reminds me a lot of Najee Harris, except Williams is really fucking good and Najee Harris sucks. He's right, you know. Najee Harris might be the most overrated player in the NFL currently, and that's saying something because Odell Beckham's still out there trying to get signed. They're reviewing the fumble very closely. It's worth noting.
First, Troy, great job of highlighting quality officiating. This is extremely tight when you're running in normal speed. The ball, to me, does come loose. The right hand does come off, short of the goal line. I like it as a fumble.
You know, Michael, I want the money, but I'm loving the entertaining game we're getting. It's kind of like last year when I rooted against Cendric for the Xfinity Championship, even though we had money on him. Although a close, dramatic victory will make that $20 feel really good in my pocket.
And then the ball was coming loose and returned by Jackson for 9 yards out to the 10.
They're paying for my Buffalo Wild. The Broncos are going to pay for my meal at Buffalo Wild Wings on Saturday before Bristol.
Pistol formation here for the Seahawks. And a handoff is to Penny. Bradley Chubb made the stop. First time I've said that.
The Broncos drove 80 yards and didn't get a touchdown.
Pick up a first down and see if they can't flip field position. If they're unable to do anything with this, they open up with 2 tight ends and run the football. Now they spread them out.
Hut, hut. Oh, Gino, you hang on to the ball too long, buddy. Throw it away. 3rd and 9.
Pressure by Deshaun Williams. Careful there, Gino. You start
Here, Troy Aikman.
down there.
Trying to give up a safety over here, Gino.
Get the ball out. He's able to do it. Sure enjoyed our conversation with Geno Smith the other day with all that, you mentioned it earlier, all that he's been through and, to be the guy there for the first 2 years and
Geno Smith still only has 2 incompletions.
And then to not really get many opportunities since, just 5 starts after his first couple of seasons. Really pulling for the young man. Smith throws
Over the middle, tipped up, and a hold comes down. I think they're going to get Pat Surtain for holding or interference on DK Metcalf.
Defensive hold.
Definitely holding.
That's the indication. Should be an automatic first down. Yeah, good call.
He comes up and he engages with DK Metcalf, as you're going to see, but he rides him beyond the 5 yards.
He rode him beyond 5 yards.
They got him on the call.
That is the 10th penalty on Denver in the game, the 6th on defense. Play action. Metcalf,
Surtain all over the back of DK Metcalf, but no flag. Oh, now one comes in. They might get holding. Oh, roughing the passer. God, Denver. That's on Bradley Chubb. Roughing the passer.
Maybe some frustration settling in for Bradley Chubb.
Boy, you make a play on the outside, and then you have this play. And he comes
Yeah, that's roughing. He hit him in the head.
I mean,
It was like a step and a half late, but there was contact to the head with his helmet.
Good call. I think the officials have been on it.
Yeah, that's roughing.
Even though he's trying, I mean, I understand where Chubb's coming from, too. He goes to the chest, but the helmet to helmet is what drew the penalty.
And the Broncos have hit 101 yards of penalties.
They now are well off the back of the goal line and can let it rip.
Ooh.
Good play by Denver coming up to make
Swallowed up.
J. Jones, and they're going to love him in the middle of this defense for the Broncos.
Boy, they sure are. I sure loved him last year with San Francisco, putting together some of his best games there in their stretch run to the NFC Championship game. I mean, he was just a disruptive force in the middle of the field. I think George Payton has done a good job. And I gave up a lot to get Russell Wilson, but you can't
20 yards in penalties, and they started at the 10, and they're at the 31.
another one under his leadership has been outstanding.
Batted away as he threw the ball. 3rd and 10. What penalty will the Broncos get now?
We've been talking briefly about Charles Cross and Abe Lucas, the 9th overall pick and the 72nd overall pick in this past draft. Starting tackles who are rookies, and they've really held up. Absolutely they have. If you're not talking about them, then they've done well. And in pass protection, we've seen Gino back there. They're not giving them a whole lot of help over there on those edges either, and they've done a nice job.
3rd and 10. Watch for the flags. A little bit of a linebacker blitz coming here. Doesn't get there. Intercept. Oh, no. Metcalf snatched it away from Patrick Surtain. Never mind. I was convinced that was going to be an interception. But DK Metcalf said no. And it's Surtain getting burned again. I think the Seahawks are just meant to win this game, guys. Oh. I'm convinced Seattle's going to win this game. Denver just barely got their men off the field. Screen to Metcalf. They go low on him. Oh, he fumbled the ball, and the Broncos have it. Somebody wrapped him up low, and then somebody else came in and stripped him. And the Seahawks have an offensive lineman down. You got to go low on this fucker. And then, yeah, Randy Gregory stripped him. Woo!
And Justin Simmons was there for the Broncos to recover and return it 15 yards. Big takeaway by this Broncos defense.
I get to spend all week thinking about what flavor I want on my wings. Just telling a friend that I'm planning on going to a Buffalo Wild Wings on Saturday, so I'm going to be thinking all week about what flavor I want. That's the moment right there that flipped the game. Remember how I was like, Seattle's going to win. Now I got doubts. That's a big turning point there. Broncos about to prove me wrong, even though they could just prove my original point and win me money here. Whoops, YouTube's not on my phone at the moment. Wild game. It's what we wanted. Well, it's what I wanted. But I want the money too. If we can get the best of both. Sound like a Jim Cornette shoot interview. I'm coughing so much. Yeah, I saw they're offering a payout on the parlay. I want it all. I ain't settling for no payout.
This aerial coverage brought to you by Goodyear. Downtown Seattle sits on Elliott Bay, part of the Central Basin.
Broncos defense finally gets out of its own way and forces a turnover.
Inside, getting a little sloppy here in the second half. Each side has turned it over now. And the Broncos, with a play made by their free
Let's ride!
addition to their defense, Randy Gregory, are set up, trailing by 4. First down at the 32. Wilson floats it.
Oh, incomplete. Good coverage by that corner.
Cortland Sutton reaching around him. That's the exact same play that he had the 31-yard pass interference penalty on. They got one-on-one.
Yeah, they thought they'd go back and get it again. This time, no interference, just good coverage.
He's running with him, and it's just a ball that Russell Wilson throws it to the inside. He's got eyes on the ball, Sutton does. If that ball's to the boundary, then Sutton's able to make a play on it. Kobe Bryant, he gave up the big touchdown. He's not seen the field since. Hand off here to Gordon.
Melvin Gordon, 7 yards.
Near the 25, a gain of 7. Third down coming up.
You know, we talked about the young rookie tackles and how well they have held up, and that's going to determine really what kind of offense they're going to be and what kind of offensive line they're going to have. But the same is true on the other side of it. Tariq Woolen is the guy they've had to rely on.
Come on, Russell. Your defense gave you the Tom Brady treat, but they gave you a short field to capitalize on.
Because of injuries to Artie Burns, and he's been impressive, and he's learning on the job very quickly.
Third and 3. Look out. Lobs it up. Incomplete. There's a hold, obviously. Woolen had a fistful of jersey. He had a handful of jersey. That's the easiest call. These pass interference and holding calls have been real easy to spot tonight.
Pass interference, defense, number 27. Ball in place at the spot of the foul. First down, Denver.
At least Seattle's trying to catch up to Denver in the penalty category.
That's tough. You get out of position, which
I mean, what the hell?
That's the inclination. You then start grabbing.
Second pass interference on Woolen. Pete Carroll said
First and goal.
If we drafted him in the first round, with the way he's looked, he can fly 4.26 40 at the combine. Former receiver like Richard Sherman, 5th-round draft pick like Richard Sherman.
Well, you got to have short memory, and you can't lose your confidence, and that's the key. If he's lost that, he's going to.
Seahawks, Broncos were down at the 1 last time.
Gordon, not a very pretty-looking play at the start, and Josh Jones up to make the tackle. No gain.
Well, we've seen him down here before, and they've tried running the ball and not being able to pull it off.
Josh Jones, by the way, a former second-round pick of the Packers in 2017. As you said, he's bounced around, but he's found a home here with the Seahawks. Free agent pickup a year ago.
The big target is right here.
Wilson keeps, throws.
Oh, short of the goal line.
But short of the end.
He's at the inch line, the tight end. Pronounce that name. I'm not going to try. Okoye Bruno, whatever the fuck.
That was a well-designed play. They get everybody flowing the opposite
Every
way.
yard, every inch in this game is just down at the 1, obviously.
They do a really nice job. Diggs does an excellent job of picking them up and being right there to make a play. Because that's not always easy to navigate the bodies that you have to when you got the tight end coming all the way across the formation.
What a great call by the official, too.
Yeah, really, in a big third down here.
Play clock at 3.
Try to run it. They get. Oh, he fumbled the ball, and the Seahawks get it in the end zone. Wow. Touchback. Seahawks ball. You've got to be kidding. The Broncos were inside the 1-yard line again and get nothing.
His second fumble recovery of the second half.
What the hell?
The Seattle defense has been fantastic in the red zone, and because of the play clock winding down.
Yeah, there was a little bit of an awkward handoff.
And you can see Russell Wilson trying to speed him up.
butt fumble part 2, but this time it was a running back. The ass of the offensive lineman stripped the ball. Look at Pete Carroll. That's one fit-ass old motherfucker. How do you get inside the 1 yard line twice and get nothing? Wow. Pete's like, see, that's why we didn't run it at the 1 yard line. I found a way to bring that up. What am I, TPS? Total Pro Sports can't go one video without mentioning the Seahawks at the 1 yard line in the Super Bowl. By the way, Marshawn Lynch is at the game. He was talking to KJ Watt before the game started. Damn. It's turned into which team wants to lose the most. Denver with the penalties and fumbling at the goal line twice in a row. Don't know what to say. First time it was Gordon, that time it was Williams. Play action from Geno. And Lockett hangs on for a really impressive 2 yard catch. Though it would have been more impressive if he caught it the first time.
He's having to clap his hands trying to get the ball snapped. Now Al Woods just blows Graham Glasgow right back.
God damn.
And then there was no chance for him to go anywhere with the football. Here comes Josh Jones.
Russell was about to do the Andrew look. Look at him. He was going to recover the ball and score.
Just for that snap. He had not been in the game. And he made the play.
Geno rolling to his right. Running out of space. Incomplete. 3rd and 8. Here comes a penalty on the next play.
6 scores, no turnovers. Second half, 3 possessions, 3 turnovers, and twice knocking on the goal line for the Denver Broncos. Frustrating here in this second half, and now 3rd down and 8 for Seattle.
This is some good-ass NFL football. Lockett, first down, gain of 9. Geno on these 3rd downs. You look like on 1st and 2nd down, they might be getting him off his game a little bit. Making him throw short, making him throw it away, run for his life. But then these 3rd and longs hit, and he's money.
And Chubb just has not been a factor in this game. Charles Cross has held up very well. His counterpart at right tackle, Abe Lucas, has held up very well. He's working against Randy Gregory. Randy Gregory, of course, was signed to put pressure on these quarterbacks, and neither one has really done much of anything. Here is
Penny for 4.
First down gets 4.
Under 2 to play in quarter number 3. Meanwhile, Bradley Chubb is a free agent to be. Last year had surgery on both ankles, missed 8 weeks.
Yeah, I forgot Bradley Chubb's in a contract year.
The guy who burst onto the scene in 2018 with 12 sacks as a rookie, 7.5 in 2020. It's kind of
He and Von Miller were just never on the field together because Von Miller couldn't stay healthy, and then Chubb couldn't stay healthy.
2nd and 6.
Would have been a hell of a combination if they were ever on the field together. More than like 3 or 4 times a year. What a cut back. It's coming back.
Penny is tackled inside the Denver 45 by Kareem Jackson, but this is coming back.
Holding. Offense.
72. 10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
Yeah, that was a good call. Rashad Penny, he can't believe it. I mean, things opened up, but that, I said it, these officials have been on it. Abe Lucas, number 72.
That's a hold, kids.
And it's coming back. So that's the first one.
Don't you miss Michael Bennett and his fucking kicker pads that he used to wear?
A really good player, what he was able to do in college there at Washington State. 42 starts, all in there at right tackle, and he had a number of pancake blocks in preseason that you just don't see unless you're watching my former teammate Larry Allen.
They're finally going to get to Geno. No, he's on the run. Oh, and he didn't slide, and he gets crushed. Gain of 13, but he's okay. He did not slide. He was going for it. Be a 3rd and short here when they start the 4th quarter, unless they want to try to run another play.
Again, on the outside by these tackles, Geno Smith, it's not really his thing, and they know they've got to protect better for him at quarterback than Russell Wilson.
Going to start the 4th quarter with the Seahawks up by 4 on a 3rd and 2.
It'll be 3rd down and 2 at the start of quarter number 4.
This game has been nuts.
Seattle with the ball. And here in the season opener.
And the home crowd has hope. You know, I saw a thing today, and I mean, I guess it's the obvious, because what team is going to admit they suck? But they said the word in Seattle with the Seahawks is that they think they're going to be much better than anybody else gives them a shot to be. So far, they might have a point. Who am I to doubt Pete? I've been doubting Pete Carroll for like 4 years now, but maybe he's got one last good rebuild in him. I doubt it, but it's encouraging when they play this well. These games are worth staying up for when they're this good. I don't know how this NFL commercial managed to find Rams fans reacting to their big wins last year. I didn't think the Rams had any fans. Remember when they were in the L.A. Coliseum a couple years ago and they couldn't sell any tickets?
Scoreless 3rd quarter that saw 3 lost fumbles, including 2.
That was as exciting a scoreless 3rd quarter as you will ever see in your lifetime.
It'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Seahawks. We welcome you on a Monday night to the final quarter of play.
3rd down.
Seattle 5 for 7 on
Here comes a blitz from Denver. It's a straight quarterback run, and he's there. 1st down.
1st down Seattle, and Smith is fired up.
Straight quarterback draw from the shotgun. They drug it out to the right and got the first down. And the crowd is chanting Geno again. I can't wait to see the Seahawks' third down percentage when this game is over if they keep going like this.
And he does. He really has been pretty much flawless tonight. Only 4 incompletions. 2 touchdowns, now 17 rush yards.
Why couldn't Marcus Mariota play this well yesterday? But Geno Smith fucking can. Seahawks starting to settle in and try to run the ball, keep their defense off the field here. Best case scenario, you drain another 6 minutes off the clock and score a touchdown and go up by 11.
That was one of the things that he talked about that he was tired of, and they've done a great job tonight, which is pretty ironic when you've got Russell Wilson sitting over there on the other side, and he's watching Geno Smith with time in the pocket to deliver the football.
Low strip sack, and the lineman catches it midair, so it just goes in the books as a sack, essentially. Bradley Chubb stripped Geno Smith, and the ball flew up. And like they were playing Madden on arcade mode, the offensive lineman catches it. First time tonight they've really done anything to Geno in the pocket. The only other time they've been able to hit him is when he's running down the field.
Geno Smith doesn't feel him, but the other part of it is he could step up. I mean, there's a good pocket there, and that sure make life a lot easier.
3rd and 16. Broncos have made a lot of mistakes tonight, but they've shown a couple times they can make big plays on defense. Good protection that time. I don't like that throw. Incomplete. 4th down.
And that'll bring up 4th down and 16, and Bradley Chubb made the play on that possession for Seattle.
Yeah, he sure did, and they needed him to make a play, and he got it done and stopped the drive after Geno was able to pick up that.
I think NFL officiating for Week 1 was actually pretty good outside of the Carolina game and maybe a call or two in the Bengals and Steelers game. I think they've done a good job. Good officiating so far this season. Good first week. Then again, we are in Seattle early in the season on a Monday night game, but those were replacement refs 10 years ago. Just go down, kid. He's had a rough night.
And we're seeing good special teams played by a couple of backup running backs for the Seahawks. Russell Wilson back to work, down 4.
Brandon Perna's losing his mind with all those goal line fumbles. You know what I thought of today, thinking about Bubba Wallace winning yesterday? I was like, man, Bubba has come a long way from that time where he was singing driving down the front stretch at Phoenix under green, and his crew chief bitched him out for losing 2/10 for singing. And Bubba said, okay, I'll just go back to being an asshole then. Wasn't Drew Blickensderfer the crew chief when that happened? He's a lousy crew chief. He's always been pretty mid. Nearly derailed Matt Kenseth's career until they got him the fuck away from Matt Kenseth. And then he didn't do shit for Bubba, so. Seattle hanging on to a 4-point lead.
Touchdown passes in the fourth quarter,
Most fourth quarter touchdowns in the NFL since he's been in the league. Russell Wilson. They need one to take the lead.
Pete Carroll wanted to go on Russell Wilson, and all he did was Seattle's win. Took them to a Super Bowl.
Needs more Jerry Jeudy.
Trophy the very next season. And back in 2014, they to come up just short to the Patriots. Gain of 4 here by Javonte Williams.
So weird. I never would have thought. Think back to when you watched Super Bowl 48 when the Broncos were bitch slapping the Seahawks were bitch slapping the Broncos. That one day Russell would be playing for the Broncos.
On too big of stages for anybody to be able
The
to
NFL moves in mysterious ways.
To this point, I think it's fair to say Geno Smith has outplayed Russell Wilson with a lot of factors involved.
Damn, Joe Buck hitting him with the Skip Bayless. He's outplayed Russell Wilson.
To remind the Seahawks and their fans what he can do.
You know, I've never understood, and I'm on mute for this thought. Tom Brady outplayed Peyton Manning, or this quarterback outplayed that quarterback, and that means he's better. It's like, do you ever take into account that one team has a better defense than the other, and that might be the difference in the game? So I don't look at it as the two quarterbacks are playing each other and Tom Brady beat Peyton Manning or whatever the fuck. No. The two quarterbacks don't play each other. Don't understand why people compare and talk about games in that regard. Third down again for the Broncos already. Play clock down to 1. They just get it off. They let them have it. Wide open. Sutton. Oof. Good protection by the Broncos that time. Made that possible.
Well, you talked about how Sidney Jones comes in. He doesn't carry that route at all. And so that's why there's that big void. He comes in off the bench. He hasn't been playing, as you said, because he's had the concussion. He just stood there and just opened up a huge lane for Sutton to sit there. He was for a while.
Very close to a delay of game. But they
That was dangerously close. Little jump screen there. It's a yard.
delivered by Jordan Brooks. Brooks, who is a budding star in this league with a franchise record 183 tackles a year ago, even playing alongside Bobby Wagner, who was right behind him.
That's right. He was second in the league in tackles. Bobby Wagner was third. And boy, they were
Damn, Foye Oluokun led the league in tackles last year when he played for the Falcons. I think he plays for the Jaguars now.
Second and 9.
Best of luck to him. I like Foye Oluokun. Play clock running down again. They get the snap.
Wilson, Judy.
Like I said, more Jerry Jeudy, and you're seeing why. All right, Broncos, don't get excited, not even when you get to the 1 yard line.
67-yard touchdown in this game.
Well, Jerry Jeudy, he's able to come off the line of scrimmage uncontested, just right to the middle. Nobody's there, and then it's a foot race, and he's going to win most of those. Not many guys are going to be able to run with the quickness and speed that he has in the middle of the field. That was pretty easy pitch and catch for those two.
Russ starting to cook on this drive, 4 for 4. Hands to Gordon.
Big hole for Gordon.
Melvin Gordon breaking
Gain of 8, maybe 9.
an 8-yard gain by number 25.
You feel like the Broncos are the better team. The Seahawks have definitely played over their heads tonight, and they could have really gone ahead by 2 scores or more a couple of times, but they haven't pulled away, and the Broncos have just sat right here 4 points down for the last hour and a half. Way too close for comfort. Even though the Seahawks have definitely outplayed the Broncos, I think the Broncos will still win because they're the better team. I feel like it could have called a false start there. Russell looking at the pressure instead of downfield, incomplete. The pressure had Russell hesitating big time. You could see his eyes. He wasn't looking downfield. He was keeping an eye on the pressure, and then he just lobbed it up.
Straight shot. Right in on Wilson. This guy, I mentioned him a little bit earlier, what he was able to do in
3rd and 2.
with the Chargers. He had 17 quarterback hits last year for them, and that would have led the team for Seattle. He's had a nice night. He's been all over the place applying some pressure. 3rd down and 2.
The bootleg, well, a little play action. Throws it up to Judy on the flat. First down. More Jerry Judy.
Well-designed play, and once Russell Wilson dropped it over the defender, 14 yards for Judy. Eric Saubert, the tight end.
They've been setting this play up all night. Jerry Judy's coming motion across the line like that a lot of times, and that's the first time they've thrown that to him on it. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, he navigated that perfectly and just lays it right over the top.
Judy now 4 catches, 102.
Judy's over 100 yards. Russell lobs it to the end zone. Incomplete. In the hands of Saubert, but can't complete the catch. It's getting real now. We're halfway through the 4th quarter. And Russell was like half a step late here. Gave the defender just enough time to get in there and have a little bit of an impact. Saubert still could have made that catch. But degree of difficulty was high. Another long Denver drive.
2nd and 10. 10th play of this drive coming. Wilson.
Throws it short to Williams. Going to be another 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, around that area.
3rd down coming up.
Yeah, right idea. I mean, pretty easy. You get him matched up on Cody Barton and make it now a pretty manageable situation on 3rd down.
Broncos have converted on 3rd and 4 and 3rd and 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 3.
Nathaniel Hackett's over there wondering what he has to do to punch one in.
Third down. Pressure comes. Nobody out there to stop Williams. He's out of bounds at the 3. 1st and goal, Denver again. 3rd time's the charm, maybe.
We talked about it. Seattle hasn't brought pressure much. They bring 5 on this one, and so you got Javonte Williams, who then goes out, and nobody's there to pick him up. Just a nice decision by Russell Wilson. Right idea, I think, by Clint Hurtt, the defensive coordinator, but not able to get there, and then you just vacate his zone.
Broncos right now are 3 yards away from their first lead of this game.
Well, Denver is
Play clock down to 5, and they're just breaking the huddle. 3, 2, 1. Snap. Little bootleg action. Russell's, he tried to race to the goal line. Throws it. I don't know if the tight end got both feet in. He caught it, but did he get both feet in? They're talking. Incomplete, they say. Incomplete. I didn't think he got both feet in. That was a tense moment there, having to discuss whether or not he got both feet down. Catch 1. No, the toe hits out of bounds. Right on the watt. Speaking of out of bounds, you see how crooked the out of bounds line was up and down the sidelines at Soldier Field yesterday? Supposed to be an NFL team stadium. And the fuckers can't even paint a straight line. 2nd and goal. And it's going to be a pre-snap penalty. Would have been a touchdown. But it's another pre-snap penalty on the Broncos. False start. It's been an unbelievably frustrating game, but hilarious to watch.
They definitely take pride in that. so tantalizingly close over and over.
How do you get this close and not get any goddamn points? At this point, do you take the field goal this time just to get within one, so all you need is a field goal to win later if you can make a stop? I don't know. 2-1, snap. Russell, nobody open, buys time. Somebody's going to get open here. Oh, out of the hands of Judy in the corner of the end zone. Incomplete, 3rd and goal. Had the right idea going to Jerry Judy. Another 3rd and goal. Seattle playing out of their mind red zone defense. Once again, another long. We're down to 6:20 to go in the 4th. Yeah, Janet, I'll see you next time. 3rd and goal. This time you'll just have to take the field goal if you don't get it. Incomplete. Out of the back of the end zone. 4th down. You got to just kick the field goal and get within 1 now, obviously. It's 4th and goal from like the 8 or 9. Gonna make it a 1-point game if they can nail this. The Seahawks lead will still hold.
With the ball inside the 10.
Goal to go situations on 3 straight possessions, and you get 1 field goal out of it.
You're going to move the football, but they have tightened things down when they've had to. McManus from 26.
Kick is good. 17-16 Seattle with 6:13 to go.
The Broncos have been inside the 10. And they've come away without a touchdown.
The Broncos have had the ball inside the 3 straight drives. Didn't hit anything. They had kicked field goals now. They're down by 1 with 6 minutes left. They fumbled the ball on the goal line twice. And the Seahawks are up 17-16. So glad we had a good game out of this. Broncos still going to win, Michael. Believe it. The more talented team has to win. Seattle's definitely outplayed them tonight, but the more talented team has to prevail here. Come on. We can't all be wrong. We can't all look like idiots. Broncos should just be happy they at least got a field goal that time. I'm a glass half full kind of guy. Ooh, Rhea Ripley's on Raw. I don't want to watch football no more. I want to watch Rhea Ripley. As they say on NFL Red Zone, we are in the witching hour.
Time now for our total replay, brought to you by DraftKings Daily Fantasy. And it's been
At least both running backs fumbled, so you can't put one of them in the doghouse. If they played for New England, they'd never see the field again, fumbling on the goal line.
came up empty. And with that, the Broncos are the first team to lose 2 fumbles on plays starting from the one since 1987. And the Chiefs in a strike game. So they're
making history the wrong way, as they have been knocking on the door, but no one will answer.
Get a return here for Seattle. Out to the 31. Seattle's been winning the field position battle by about 6 or 7 yards of possession. You're confident the refs are going to help Denver. I don't know. They've been really helping. I mean, there hasn't been any, like, bad penalties. So I can't say they've been leaning Seahawks. The Broncos just keep shooting themselves in the foot. The Broncos have 400 yards of offense and 16 points. That's it. How you have 400 yards and you've only scored 16 and you're losing?
We'll see if Geno Smith can get a little something going and take time off the clock and ideally punch it into the end zone. That's what they're hoping to do. A big problem with Denver is a lot of, with these penalties, Seattle has gotten a lot of first downs because of penalties on the Denver
2nd and 8.
Broncos. They've been helping them
No
along.
pressure on Geno again, but he takes the short completion. I'd kind of like to see Geno let it fly here and put the game away. We'll see on this 3rd down what he does. With that protection, you've got to have time to get – somebody's got to get open downfield with this protection.
After that defense has been on the field for a little while, and even though they were able to hold and keep Denver from getting in the end zone in 3 points, to go 3 and out in this situation, not ideal.
Two of the most boring teams a year ago have put on a good one tonight. 3rd and 6. Look out! Geno gets sacked. Bradley Chubb. 4th down. On the downs they protect, he'll throw it short. But when they don't protect, he's going to stand there all day and look to throw deep. Broncos defense is too talented to be held down this long. So I'm not surprised they're making plays in the second half.
Your tackles if you can. He hasn't been able to, but what a great job defensively by Denver.
And now Denver going to get the ball inside of 4 minutes and only need 1 point to tie. A field goal can win it.
Gets the high snap, hits it. Washington stays away, and this will check up near the 22. 54-yard punt, nothing on the return. Back to work number 3, down by 1.
Only a 1 point game. And I think there's a fight going on or something. And they go to commercial anyway. What are they, NASCAR? Michael, we're going to get our money. We got a show, and we're going to get paid. So. And Edge is wrestling, and Rhea Ripley's about to come out. I think Raw's got NFL beat right now. on a preview for next Monday night. I think Vikings-Eagles is a more intriguing game than Titans-Bills because the Titans are kind of boring.
Teams, that game on ABC a week from tonight at 8:30 Eastern. Prior to that, Titans take on the Bills in Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern on ESPN with Steve Levy, Dan Orlovsky, Louis Riddick, or Rutledge. Big night.
Broncos down by 1, 4:02 to go. 12th man has really got to get loud. Haven't had much to cheer for in the second half. Neither team really has. And they run it. Gain of 5.
I'm not sure Russell Wilson would want it any different than it is right now. With under 4 minutes to play, down and an opportunity to drive the length.
Second most fourth quarter game-winning drives in the NFL to Matthew Stafford since he came in the league. I'm pretty sure Matt Ryan is like third or fourth. I think it's like Stafford, Wilson, Matt Ryan, I think. Ooh, damn. Oh, and Judy drops it. It would have been a first down. Wouldn't have been a big game, but would have been a first, and he dropped it.
That first down yardage could not make the catch, and that brings up 3rd down and 5. Well, the right tackle, Cam Fleming, he got away with one. Because, he about hog-tied.
Troy said there was holding. I did see a Seattle defender just explode off the edge. And then got kind of squished. So, yeah, they got away with one there. Third and 5. Oh, just short of the first. Ooh, I think they might give it to him. I feel like he's just short. Good effort to try to get it. They got a measure. Oh, boy. A measurement coming.
We'll have a measurement. It's that he's done right there. I mean, he's way short, and he just keeps going. And that's
I think he got it by a nose. By like half a nose of the football. I think he's got the first. I say as a guy who has money on this.
It's either a first down or 4th down in inches.
Ooh. Short. Oh, what? That's a first? That looks short. I couldn't tell. It looked short from that angle. But they say first down.
First down. Wow, that's about as close as it gets. Lee Blakeman made the call right away.
And Pete Carroll's got the why not? Throw the challenge flag, Pete.
He'll be challenging the spot. We'll take another look at it. A challenge by the Seahawks. Timeout in Seattle.
I've said this over and over. We need NASCAR timing and scoring with like an electronic chip in the football and on the entire field to score and mark these first downs when they get this fucking close. Am I wrong or am I wrong? I think I'm right. We think about how NASCAR does their pit road. They have the camera looking at the pit road with the fucking lines and shit that are electronic, and each car has a scoring transponder. Can we not do that to an NFL football field and put a little chip in all the footballs? So we know definitively, hey, it's a first down. Because this one could literally fucking go either way. And the ruling stands.
Just a moment ago. So that cost Pete Carroll a timeout. That could come back to haunt him. First and 10 at the 32. Pass is caught. Albert again, and he is wrestled
Gain of 6.
after a gain of 6.
We had our long booth review to drag this game out a little longer than it needs to be. And what was a fast-moving second half. I say that as a man who has to work tomorrow.
Second and 4. Gordon gets it and doesn't go far. Got 2 maybe. As big Al Woods, 35 years old, 6'4", 330, was there, a gain of 2. Such a great play by Al Woods. He made the
3rd and 2 at the 2-minute warning.
He just sheds a blocker, big number 99, and then he fills the hole. That's
He
outstanding.
fills the hole.
It looked like he had
Oh,
something.
football's so sexy, guys.
Easily picked up the first down otherwise.
2-minute warning, 3rd and 2 at the 40 for the Seahawks against the Broncos with a 1-point lead.
When we come back,
Denver got to have it.
1-point game in Seattle.
Long booth review followed by a long commercial. Everybody's favorite. Let Russ win. What are you talking about, Michael? They're not Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin would let him win. As I said yesterday, all the dumb comments I literally could predict a mile away on Facebook after Bubba Wallace won yesterday. Every damn one of them was accurate. Denny let Bubba win. Bubba needs Kurt's car. NASCAR's rigged. The 45 car did all the work. Da-da-da-da-da. Just amazing. I think my comment about Bubba being the only 45 that can win more than once is pretty funny. Excuse me, I got to let a stupid cat in the window. Come on, buddy. Hello, Mr. Ozzy. Ozzy don't come through the window as often as he used to, but I heard him knocking just now, so I let him in.
Yeah, we'll take you inside the numbers, the key moments of a hard-fought Monday night opener. We'll hear from the winning quarterback and a whole lot more. See you after what looks like a great finish in Seattle.
3rd down. Need 2 yards. Russell can get that with his legs. Come on, don't be scared. Game's on the line. Seahawks bring a blitz. Wide open underneath. The running back Williams with the first down. Shrugging off tackles. Fighting for yards. Up near midfield. Damn, the Broncos are really about to pull this out their ass.
Just an outstanding job by Javonte Williams. The coverage across the board, man-to-man, was pretty good, but they let Javonte
The blitz, somebody was going to get open there. Like I said, the coverage downfield was good, but the underneath shit was wide open there. Run some clock here so you can kick this with like no time left. Borderline offsides. Russell chucks it underneath. Big loss. And he's slow to get up, the linebacker. He put his all into that tackle. Negative play. That's what the Seahawks needed.
You're going to see Barton right here tell Strader that he can't come up and make a play. He beats it right away and beats it, the blockers, defeats it, and is right there.
Seattle's going to be charged with their second timeout here with an injury inside of 2 minutes. Keep that in mind.
Barton just made it. And now we have an injury timeout. Barton's not the only one down, by the way. There's another Seahawk down.
2 Seahawks players are laying on the field.
That's Daryl Taylor. Yeah, it looks like he's got cramps. The way that they're working on him.
Cramps ain't no fucking joke, man. Cramps are just like the most crippling, debilitating thing the human body can experience outside of being, like, stabbed. Because you feel like you've been stabbed.
Second and 14. In case you're wondering about Brandon McManus, the kicker for Denver, he's got a big leg, and it's not just because he kicks in high altitude. His career long 61, which means getting into the 43-yard line. And the injury takes the time away. See those numbers for McManus.
Career long, he'd have to get to the 44-yard line here. But I'm pretty sure his career long was at altitude and mile high. Another blitz. Pump fake from Russell. He's going to take off and run like I've been begging him to do. Never mind, they blew up dead. And Russell got tackled for no reason.
Ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. They'll bring up third down.
Incomplete.
Say incomplete pass. As that ball hit the turf,
Huh.
Wilson ended up with it, took off. And
3rd and 14. Obviously, they're in 4-down territory. So. Oh, wow. Yeah, it is incomplete. Now, I just lost track. I thought he just pump faked really hard and tucked the ball and ran. I didn't even see that the ball came out. That's insane. Got 2 downs to get this. Oh, that's not going to do it. He threw it short to the running back. Makes a man miss. Ooh, now they've got it manageable. They're at the Seattle 46 on 4th down. Clock's running under a minute. Denver has 3 timeouts. Figure they line up here. If they don't like the look, they call timeout. You just need 5 yards for a first. If you don't get it, it's all over. We're under 40 seconds. They got 3 timeouts, and they're taking their fucking time. 36 seconds, 35, 34 and counting. Play clock down to 11. This is interesting. Timeout. I knew they were going to call timeout. 20 seconds left, but they got 2 timeouts.
You said it earlier. This is the way Russell Wilson would want it, with the ball in his hands here at the end of the ball game.
If Williams didn't make a couple of guys miss there, they'd be looking at a 4th and 10 right now.
Right here, right now, with about half a minute left to go in the game. Yeah, I mean, you look at a lot of time off the clock there with Denver having their timeouts and then eventually using it, but you know, they still have time before they put themselves in a really tough position. All that matters here right now is that they pick up this first down, but even after that, they're going to be challenged a little bit. It would be a 64-yard field goal try from this spot.
2 timeouts, 20 seconds. They need 5 yards to get a first. Wait, what? They're going to kick this field goal? 64 yards, and he gets a practice shot, and it's wide left.
But it doesn't count. So we were on camera, and they switched in the huddle.
Wow. They're actively going to just do a sit. Wow. I would try to get a few more yards, but I mean, it's 4th down. If you don't get any yards, it's fucking over.
Uses a timeout, and he's out of timeouts.
We've seen a couple of kickers this week nail kicks that would have been good from like 65 or more. That's still going to be asking a lot. And you saw he missed wide left there, so he got his practice shot.
His 61-yarder from a year ago was on the road at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. So that's why they let the clock run. They were willing
Okay.
to
They're going to try a 64-yard field goal to take the lead. And it'll be about 15 seconds on the clock if they do. Here it comes. Wide left. It would have been short anyway. And the Seahawks are going to win it. Wow. I question trying a 64-yard field goal. I'm sorry. I got to question that.
Tied for the second longest field goal in NFL history.
Trying a 64-yard field goal there was such an anti. At least McManus got 2 shots at it. He was better on the second attempt, but it was still wide left. Oh boy, did I overestimate the Broncos this year?
Trusted having the ball in Russell Wilson's hand on 4th down.
And Hackett's going to use his timeouts here at the end, hoping for a miracle. So they let it wind down. They weren't in a hurry. Hackett clearly had his mind made up because that play clock.
So you trust McManus to kick a 64-yarder more than you trust Russell Wilson to get you 5 yards and keep it going.
And McManus missed from 64. And the Geno chant here in Seattle.
Don't understand.
Prior to the snap, Denver takes its second timeout. This will be a 30-second timeout. Just with 15 seconds on the game clock. 15.
A lot of people were wondering if Geno Smith could.
Michael, I'm with you. I was thinking, yeah, you got to get 5 yards.
Coming back to town, and I'd say he did that and more.
Asking anyone to kick a field goal beyond 60 is stupid. It's just stupid.
Was really the field general that they needed him to be.
You got Russell. You fucking built all this hype in the offseason. You go get Russell Wilson. You trade for Russell Wilson, and then you take the ball out of his hands and try a 64-yard field goal. Foolishness. That and the Broncos were just penalized out the ass. And not there. I had no problem with any of the penalties. Every penalty that was called on Denver seemed pretty warranted to me. So they kicked their own ass. The running backs fumble at the goal line on back-to-back possessions. All those yards, and you score 16 points and lose to the worst team in the NFL. I mean, at least who I think is going to be the worst team. I'm telling you. And Denver's taking their last time out for no fucking reason at all. Why are you taking these timeouts? It's over. The crowd's booing him. Why is he calling the timeouts? Why call those timeouts? And the game is over. Seattle wins 17-16. A little bit of a shocker there. Not going to lie. They were more disciplined and outplayed Denver at pretty much every turn. The Geno Smith era has begun. They stand alone, first place, NFC West. Because the Cardinals got their shit kicked in, the Rams got their shit kicked in, and the 49ers blow. So Seattle is 1-0, only team in the division with a win. Good to see you back, Jeff. It is football season.
Thanks, Joe. Gino, all you could do is watch from the sidelines as your defense went to work. But what were you thinking when that field goal attempt left his foot?
Man, a complete team win today. Complete team win. We didn't finish the way we like to, but that defense went out there and got it done. They won that game for us, and that's what we need all year. All the phases, we got to do it like that all year.
Everyone was talking about Russell, but this was your return tonight too. How was the night emotionally for you?
It's just another day. God is so good, man. It's just another day. Just another day in my blessed life.
You told us that all you wanted to do.
Go Hawks. Broncos country, let's ride the L train. Broncos country going to ride the L train tonight.
Denver's got a great team. They're going to do great things all year. It's just the beginning for us, for our season. You know, and it's
Holy Christ.
one of our fans. They were electric tonight. They showed up.
The 12th man showed up. That helped. The 12th man had a huge impact on this game. All those delay of games, all those false starts.
How'd that make you feel?
Oh, no, I love those fans.
That's some home cooking.
For the folks you said had written
What a
off
game,
the
though.
game, what did they say to them?
Yeah.
Classic Monday Night
I ain't
Football.
right back, though. That's the problem. I ain't right back. Let's go.
Congratulations, Gino.
And Michael, I am picking the 49ers next week. I will not be wrong 2 weeks in a row.
Right back.
Russell and DK are swapping jerseys.
Lisa said it early. Pete Carroll told us there's nobody I like beating more
Well,
than the people I know.
I got to work tomorrow. So that's all, folks. Upset of the week, do you think? I'd say so. The Broncos were obviously favored for a reason. But I'm out of here. I'll see you Thursday night. The Chargers and the Chiefs. Hey, look at that background. You guys see my desktop background?